Hey everybody, welcome to Chatz with Greek Catz with my buddy Eric, Switching Clips Barber Man.
Welcome back.
Say what's up, Eric.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the show.
Losers that actually watched
Costa, thanks for having me back again.
Probably.
Boom.
Turns out the first episode was a hit because a lot of people quoted things directly from what we were saying.
Yeah, I've even had a lot of people come to the shop and actually talk
Which
about
is
it
hilarious. When people quote bullshit. Well, you know what I mean?
I actually like that.
I like it. Wait till we actually start talking like real stuff.
Yeah.
So you sheeple, pay attention.
Why
So today's episode is going to be a Q&A that Eric happened to find some...
Yeah, last time we kind of just was like scrolling through Google just trying to find stuff. So this time I actually just kind of picked some good ones out.
And actually picked proper ones.
But it's still dumbass questions, but it'll be funny. It'll be good. It'll be good. Why don't you tell them about fucking what happened last night, bud? I'll start off with that. That's a quick little story.
So we're from Hamilton. For the people who are watching this, not from where we're from. People who are from Hamilton understand we have a messed up city, right?
Yeah, pretty bad.
A lot of characters.
Very bad.
I kind of don't want to tell this, but I do because I forgot. My sister might watch this and get scared.
Tell them.
So I was at my sister's house. She lives on whatever downtown. I'm gonna say. I can tell you where she lives.
Yeah.
But she just moved out. And there's a bus. I didn't even know they were running at this time. It gets off, and some guy gets. I made some noises because I was angry, and I must have gotten his attention. He was a good, I'd say, 100 feet away. There was nobody around. This guy full sprints towards me for some reason. He yelled at the beginning and just had this crazy look in his eyes, bro. Full sprints towards me. I'm looking around, like just genuinely confused.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? You would too. Like, you don't know it's you. You didn't do anything.
Yeah.
So then I'm kind of getting kind of shook because he's like clearly coming from me. I don't know if he has something on him. Like, who does that? You know what I mean? Like,
some man was sprinting at you.
These are, yeah.
Downtown zombies.
Unstable. Yeah, exactly. So, like, what would you do first before I would say, like, you would stand your ground. You're not going to run.
100%.
Most people would run.
No, yeah, because I would just,
Because you don't know, right? Like,
no, yeah,
I almost did run.
Let him play it out, see what he wants to do, and then I'll react on that.
Exactly. So that's exactly what I did until he was about kicking distance. And I Sparta kicked him away from me, just like to push him. I didn't even know what was going on. I'm not bragging or nothing. It just happened because I'm like, I have a bruised fucking elbow, blah, blah, blah. I'm not even going to show you guys. But like, I Sparta kicked him away. Didn't know what to do. He had nothing. And he kept coming at me. These are crazy eyes and shit. Like, what the fuck did I do to you, bro? Sparta kick him. Just quick jab. Elbowed him with my fucking left elbow. And then just laid him out. Actually, like, knocked him out. And then I was kind of like shook up myself for doing. Bro, there's a guy now 5-starred in front of me.
Yeah.
Just laying there. Like,
but he just gets off the bus. And
downtown. Like, I look like the aggressor. Move. Bro, if anybody seen that, if a police saw anybody, like, I was in charge. So I kind of stood above and make sure he was alive.
Someone could have taped that.
Bro, it would have been sick because they would have seen it. I would have added it to the podcast. So I kind of like, whatever, and kind of, I can say run away, but went to my car very fast. Then he just started getting up. So like, I just left this dude 5-star. Anyway, yeah, that's the story for that.
Quick knockout. Yeah, this has happened last night too. So
yeah, it's fresh. Like,
yeah.
Fuck it, you know what? I'm not going to show you guys.
Yeah.
I'm all bruised up.
It's just a scratch. It's
stupid.
Nothing,
yeah, it's just a scratch. Big elbow scratch.
Yeah.
Fuck that, though. At least I still got it. It's either that or his meth brain just, it was a quick rattle.
No. He probably needed the sleep too, actually. So, he probably did him a favor.
Got a good night rest.
Yeah, but it could have been up for a couple of days.
People from Hamilton understand downtown. It's not a place.
It's pretty gross, yeah.
If you're by yourself at night, it's like, I tell people like my sister, like, carry around mace, you know what I mean? It's not illegal.
Something.
Like, something. You'd rather want. So I was thinking if I had a baton, I would love to have rather hit him with something like that once in the leg rather than hurt.
You wouldn't have any marks on you.
Yeah, exactly. You're not going to risk breaking. Like, you're a barber, right? So let's say you had to do that. You're going to risk your next week or two of cutting hair because you broke your hand on some crackhead's face.
Week or two, if you fucking fracture something or actually break a bone, I'll be in a cast and now I'm out of a job for a month or two. Yeah.
Meth sprinting at you.
Yeah. You still got to do what you got to do,
Bro, that scares me though. Like, anybody would have been there. It would have, even if it was you at that exact site. Any person that guy was going to sprint at, it seemed like. You know what I mean? Maybe me making the noise got his attention. It could have been a cough. Either way, it looked like he was going to do that to anybody. Like, he was
ready for it.
He was in a meth
But
rage.
he wasn't that ready for it.
I guess not.
Yeah.
My Sparta kick shocked him. I don't know what was his plan. To jump.
That's probably what it was.
But he was running. Was he going to tackle me? Because he didn't stop and square up. Like, he didn't stop running.
When you Sparta kicked him, people
kick.
don't really expect that. So when someone gives you a kick, it's kind of like, oh shit, like you might know what they're doing, and you kind of.
And it wasn't a hard. It was a kick to push him away.
Distance.
For me to get ready. It was like, This guy didn't even know how to
And
fight.
he kept
was
coming back at you.
bro, with these crazy eyes, and I was like, back off! Like, what are you doing? Anyway, it was Hamilton for you. So Virginia, I didn't tell you this. So if you're hearing this, this is where you're gonna hear it first.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna tell you this.
He warned you. There are people out
So
out there like this. You know?
Hopefully, my mom doesn't see this because she got scared when I warned her the area Virginia's in.
Yeah.
Because realistically, it's not a good area. You know what I mean? It's not like at nighttime. It's a nice area.
At night.
Yeah, at night the characters come out. The ghouls.
Yeah, the goons and the goblins.
God forbid I didn't have anything on me though. Like just self-defense.
Might still not even needed to use that.
No, but
clearly.
like in the spur of the moment, I'm not kidding. Like I'm not gonna say I was scared, but I was. What if this guy had something? Because I'm half blind. I couldn't see. So I'm like thinking like, what if? Like what if he's got it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't mean I would have had a shank or have a knife fight. Like no, but still, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Anyway, just be careful, Hamilton. Thank God I know martial arts. But like, imagine knowing jiu-jitsu and like putting the guy out in like a chokehold or some shit and having to do that, and someone sees from a balcony.
I think a knockout's probably way better.
Yeah, 100%. But then like, it would have looked dope because it was like proper Sparta kick, jab,
Yeah, if that was on video.
elbow to the face, and then one punch. I have to. Can you see on camera? No, I look like a fish now.
There you go. It's a little red right there.
Yeah,
a little red.
But if it was here, it would have been the funny bone, and I wouldn't have been able to deliver the knockout blow because my hand would have went numb from the. You know what I mean? But what did I want to bring up? Current events, somewhat. It's off the top of my head, but like I'm not gonna bring up the really current events. Like I didn't do enough research on the.
So you want to talk about Cardi B?
Yeah,
and
we're gonna bring up
Tory
Lanez
Lanez
bullshit. We'll bring that up for sure. Most recent current events. I was gonna talk about the shooting and stuff. We'll bring that up another time. Just the riots and stuff.
Yeah.
One thing I'm gonna bring up. I don't know if you guys seen it. So the peaceful riots, right, in Wisconsin. Yeah.
So yeah.
Like shit's going down though. At nighttime, these guys are burning down buildings, but they made an anti-cop shield. Like, have you seen the video or no?
They got their own shields now.
Bro, it was a wall, and the cops couldn't protrude it. So there's a wall that from one side of the building to another is blocking the cops. That like they have dedicated people, and then behind they're playing the drums and dancing and just looting.
Just so the cops can't come in there. Yeah.
It's like a no cop zone, and the cops. You see a couple cops, they look like pussies at the just hitting with them, but like just to see testing the wall.
Yeah.
You see two cops
They're
run right up.
not budging one bit, eh?
It's just like, and these guys are. It's a giant riot shield. Like it's yellow and it's like man-made. They made it. And there's like 8 to 9 people holding it, and it's so big that they can't do anything to it.
Sick.
And it's a wall. Should I bring it up?
Pull it up.
It's actually like it is dope. You guys are gonna. I was impressed. This was like a day ago.
It's like a peaceful weapon.
Protesters make shield. Wisconsin. This is being slow right now.
Real slow.
Lucky my search history isn't showing.
Yeah.
From
Is this
non-YouTube
Can I see this right now? Or you still gotta unlock it?
No, I can see this. Oh, you're right, Eric. This is why I have you here. They can't see this. So right now we're just looking on YouTube. I'll show you guys once it's finally open.
Yeah, it's taking real slow. What's going on with the internet today?
We just want to show you guys what I'm talking about. And yeah, it's a peaceful riot happening behind, but then at nighttime they get violent. But this is during the day. They're peaceful, man. Protesters. Spotlight.
Why would cops even want to barge in if they're just
Because
peacefully
most
protesting?
cops don't. Exactly. Because it's a power issue. It's like you'll see the 2 cops that do are like you'll see they're just like punks that like want to break. It's not like all the cops. They probably could have broken if they wanted to.
Oh, what? First look at Rick and Morty season 5. Have you seen that yet?
Oh, what is this? First look. Oh, not now.
No.
We'll look at I'll bring up a whole. Well, I want to see it.
I'm actually curious.
Okay, there we go. Oh, Dave Portnoy. Oh, yeah, here it is. Right here. Okay,
That's
so
it.
now we can bring
Portland.
it up. It's this one here. The Portland.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, that's the one. Okay. So unlock. So like, tell me this isn't genius. So whoever came up with this idea. Boom. Perfect. So this is it right here. Like, look at that. Black Lives Matter, Black Power. Yeah, they can see it right now. Oh, it's a compilation as well. So August 8th. Also Denver.
They're just like,
they push it.
yeah,
look,
what a waste. They're
They
backing up.
The one cop shook his head.
They got their own shields.
Fuck you. But
That's
now,
it.
behind the protesters, the party. This is cool.
You can hear the
They're
drum.
running. Look at stops them, bro. This is like war shit. This is war.
Yo.
Oh, looks like they're breaking. Oh, they broke through it. But then what? Look at this. Look at this. This cop at the front's just like letting this guy get away with it. Oh, look at how they gain and go back into a wall, eh? They arrest some, but then the rest create a wall like the Spartans. Look at that's cool, man. Look at that, their guns out. What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you gonna do with that thing?
At least rubber bullet that shit. Or you can arrest 3 other people out of like hundreds. But anyways,
I guess that didn't last long, but
I'm not gonna watch a whole compilation. That's intense though. Like apparently in not Wisconsin. Yeah, Wisconsin. They're protesting during the day. It's peaceful protests, obviously, right? But then at nighttime, all the looters and shit come out, and like the ones that give them all a bad name, and then they'll start burning buildings and this and that and corporation.
yeah,
They're leaving alone the mom and pop shops, which is good.
yeah,
But then you have Antifa. We'll get into this. Fuck it. You have Antifa in there, purposely put there to burn the mom and pop shops.
yeah.
And it's a known thing. Like, you guys heard of that stuff where they found random bricks, okay? That's such a cliche thing in a riot. Who carries around bricks, first off? So these guys have bricks and they're using them. Who's just got a brick ready for a riot? Nobody.
Placed there.
But they were placed
Yo,
there.
that's a whole thing.
We're not going to get into that. My point is bricks, though. Not like stones. Like straight up red brick.
Skids of bricks.
And you know how close to home it came? They were in Toronto.
Yeah, I know.
Not near construction zones, like people were claiming. Just in areas they wanted people to use.
Where there's actually going to be a march.
Yeah,
where there's going to be a march.
Exactly.
To set that shit
So
up.
it's like, wouldn't you? So I've seen videos where people are actually yelling at individuals. There's a car driving around giving bricks, and these aren't black people.
Yeah, I know.
These are white people.
Yeah.
Did you see the one video of John Bone Jones?
No.
The UFC fighter taking away looters like.
Oh, I heard about. I didn't watch it.
And he's taking away their shit. But these are like white kids, because that's what I mean. At nighttime, the Antifa. Not saying if you're white you can't march with them and stuff, because they do during the day. But then the ones wearing the masks that are making the riots look bad.
Yeah.
Like there was a black lady that went up to a guy. No, it was a white lady that was breaking into it. What are you doing?
That.
You're making us look.
Yo, I seen a video of cops breaking windows and shit. So you haven't seen that, man? They're fucking.
How would you, no, say it instead. We can bring it up if
it was literally just a group of cops at night with their batons just smashing windows out. It could be whatever the story is, just smashing windows. This girl's recording it, and it's just like.
So you know what that does? It enables them to.
Even
act.
telling people this, they're like, no, that can't be true. It's like, yo, this shit.
That's why I want to show these idiots.
Whatever, don't even. Just
you know what I
do your own research. It's fun.
Confused though is I seen a video after the Minneapolis, like when the riots first started.
Yeah.
They burnt down the precinct, right?
Yeah.
Do you think they emptied the armory and stuff? Because there was a video I watched. This guy had like a flamboyant voice and stuff. He was just walking around inside the police department going, "Is anybody home?" Just walking around.
Oh yeah, because everything was just
bro, burnt, but like everything was still there.
Like, I need some help.
I'd
like to make a report or something.
Yeah, that's what it was. But I wonder if did they empty all the? Were the guns still there?
You heard when all those riots were going down to. A girl called the police for whatever reason. She needed the police, and like, yo, you're on your own. That's what they said to her on the phone. Like,
it was a no policing thing for a little bit.
Our city's under attack. Like, you know.
Yep. Bro, they had to call the National Guard for the video we just seen. That wasn't. There was the National Guard. No wonder they're.
Yeah.
But like, it's gonna get rough. Like they say, because there's stuff now. We're not gonna get into it, but the protests, they're not showing us a lot. You have to. People at the protests are showing you, not the media. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, you'll see really what's going on, which is fucking insane. But they're saying New York next isn't going to be safe. But the funny thing is, New Yorkers take so much pride in. I don't know if you heard this. New Yorkers has a certain vibe in New York. In the '90s, New York was dangerous as shit. Yeah. It was like you couldn't go to Times Square. Your doorman would rob you or set you up. Like you weren't even safe in your house, because they're asking, is coronavirus safer before or after in New York? People were saying, in the '90s, coronavirus, it was more dangerous in the '90s New York than like ever. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, they're saying for some reason New York specifically, because if they're starting to riot in Manhattan, bro, see you later. That's a little island. Because a lot of New Yorkers, my point is, aren't leaving New York. They're staying there and like holding down the fort, because they have nowhere to go, bro. If you're from New York, you don't got money to go to another like state. You know what I mean? Like maybe if you're Seinfeld.
That's where you live.
That's where you live. That's where you reside.
Yeah.
And they're saying New York is going to get really dangerous. So I'm curious
the
to see what
States.
happens.
I mean, if anyone's from the States,
each state
sorry,
have their own mentality, right?
It's a different country in its own every state.
Each state's their own country. So I heard in the gangster point of view, New York, they use knives a lot because pistols are illegal as hell in New York. Like you can get 10 years right away if you get caught with a gun. Yeah. Different laws than the West. In the West, they're all gangbangers with fists, or they shoot. If you use a knife, I didn't know this, your whole gang will beat you up. So let's say you stab someone on the West Coast. It's disrespect. Like your own gang will be like, yo, ew.
Seriously?
Yeah, because the mentality is different. Like you said,
probably they'll
shoot,
stab,
but they won't stab in LA. No, they won't. You always hear the stabbings, like in Brooklyn 2 years ago. They shitty that.
I don't understand how shootings could be all right, but stabbings not.
Well, do you want to mentality, like you said? But because New York, it's illegal as hell to have a gun. What else are they gonna? They're gonna use the next best thing. But then go ahead. Mind you, there are people with guns in New York. A lot less than there would be if that law wasn't there.
Yeah, for sure.
If you get a handgun, it's so mandatory.
And then you can just drive maybe a couple hours and you'll be in this place where you can just have a gun on you at all the time.
LA, they have guns like these little cheek cholos, anything. They got
Florida,
guns,
I think they open carry in Florida. You can carry everywhere.
I would carry. You would carry.
Of course, if I could, if I was allowed to.
You want to know why they're trying to take that away? Because these protesters aren't shooting.
Defunding people.
They're not shooting cops.
Taking guns away from people.
Like, yeah, exactly. So this is going to get into the Tory Lanez bullshit. So I heard a funny joke. You obviously know everybody with Tory Lanez, what happened. Eric, do you want to run us through what happened?
Tory Lanez shot Megan Thee Stallion in the leg. I don't know every detail, but you probably know more about it than I do.
Stumpy, Oompa Loompa, Tory Lanez.
I still love Tory Lanez.
5'3", hilarious. Yeah. You know, there's people that beat the shit out of the girls and Chris Brown.
Yeah.
But this guy decided, so they were in a car. I think it was, I'm not going to say who it is, I don't have information. There was 4 of them in the car. Got in a huge debate, yada yada. She got out. He started busting caps apparently on the floor to make her kind of dance. That's
trying to make her twerk.
Shot her in the foot, okay? So, and people are laughing, saying like, this should be a good enough thing for gun control for children. Because the gun's too heavy and ankle's down because he's 5'3".
Yeah.
He's too heavy for him to raise it up. But anyway, that's...
At what point would like a girl need something to do to you where like you would like hit her or shoot her, or is there any line that crosses for you?
But now think of this. So to have that choice, so you're about to snap, you have the choice to Chris Brown her, or pull out and start shooting.
Yeah, unless he didn't actually mean to like shoot her in the leg. Maybe he was trying to shoot around her. But
so he didn't so why not beat her up? Because maybe he didn't want.
Like I said, maybe he didn't want to shoot her, and then it actually bullet went in, and then it's like.
So then he shot at her, right? Like at the ground. Like,
or he meant to. Maybe he meant to just hit her.
No, he would have hit her. He would have aimed high if that was the case. But like either way, you pulled out, bro. She's taller than you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, you're 5 foot. You know what that would look like as like a bodyguard? See this short, like 5'3" short. I don't think we know like a dude, like a male that's 5'3".
Carlo.
He might be just push. He might be
5'4". 5'4". Yeah.
He's
I think
short.
he is 5'4".
So yeah, no names. We'll blur that out after. But yeah.
No, fuck him.
Fuck him. Yeah. Anyway.
Our friends will love it.
Yeah, these like imagine that little Tory, and he didn't get he wasn't really big enough to get canceled anyway. But if anything, you gain clout. Cause she's talking about it. They made a diss track to Tory. Has he got arrested yet?
Bro, yeah, he's been in there. I don't know what's going on with it, but he's there.
Yeah, like, again, I would look it up, but this is a segment where we're not going to do much research and stuff. We're just winging it. But no, I'll look that up after. That's pretty busted a cat.
I don't know what happened.
And she had security there, eh? Her security, which was fucked up. And I'm surprised they didn't. It didn't. It must not have been a big enough thing. Because if it was security, it would have been war.
We weren't there.
You know what I mean? Security would have got involved. They would have clashed. They would have, there was one security guard that said, if we were there, we definitely don't shoot below the waist. So that her security said that.
They're doing
so that's saying like they would have shot back, but it would have been
put somebody out.
But anyway, so Tory Lanez thing is just funny. I'm probably gonna talk about that for the next.
We can talk. We have another one about
keep
just
updates on what's going on.
Yeah.
Music news. I didn't even look anything up. Tekashi posted a video. Did you see about moving locations? Every time he posts
he's
a video.
Always moving. Yeah,
so
he can't be the same place.
No, he's
when
smart.
He does his recording, he's like only there for like.
He said it. So he's in a pool where he shows the whole surroundings. Infinity pool. He shows you his whole surroundings. Okay, so if you do your research, but then he turns around and laughs, saying, "By the time I post this, I'm already," because he posted 2 hours after he leaves. So his thing is he'll record it, leave 2 hours later, then he'll post. It's just smart.
Yeah,
he's not pulling a rest in peace Pop Smoke or anything like that. Like he's moving smart, but like. That's not a way to live, bro. Airbnb.
Well, that's how rappers do live. They're always on show. I wonder when he actually usually do a show. Yeah, I wonder if he's ever gonna do a show again, like a concert.
Bro, if he did, he'd be out of country. If he came here, I don't get a lot of hate for this. I would go.
You would?
His shows are so live.
I fucking love 6 9
His shows are so live, bro.
Everyone mosh pits and shit.
Pitting exactly,
it's
bro.
Fucking lit.
Like I'd be on the front row. He jumps, I'm catching this motherfucker.
People are going crazy,
yeah, that's gonna be sick. We're gonna get a lot of hate for that, but no, he moves around. He got 21.
We're gonna get tons of hate for
Dude,
that.
I'm not worried. I got a Tekashi Guba tracksuit.
Yeah.
With the rainbow in the back. A lot of people are like thinking people don't know Tekashi think I'm representing gay pride.
Yeah.
Low key.
Still get respect for that too. Oh, nice pants. So you don't know what these is.
That's funny. People like, and I'm shameless, so people give me respect. The fact that I'm even wearing that, it's a troll shirt. Fuck you guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're not gonna get into his topic.
6ix9ine's a real G.
He said he's not real. That's the thing, and he's doing exactly what we knew he would do. For the people out there, yeah, I wouldn't. He said from the beginning he would.
Yeah.
Like from the get-go.
I just love the trollness, and I like the tracks too. You know.
You know what? I do.
Because when you think about it, every fucking rapper's
self-made.
a pussy and shit. You know, like they don't do the shit they actually do. But
no, they rap
I know it's like rap shit. But
he
like,
was gangster.
I don't. What to me, it doesn't matter. Whatever.
Did you like during the time people didn't realize like what came out in court, all the shootings, him and Shoddy, they were doing gangster shit. He was around killers, bro.
Yeah, because he wanted that rep too. So
yeah, Shoddy shot. That's why he got his name. He shot 7 or 10 people in one night. Think of this.
On a rampage?
He shot 7 people in one night.
Yeah.
In New York. This is where we were talking about where there's like no gun laws and stuff. Like he shot 7 people, or shot at least 7 people in one night.
Yeah.
So like he had some real
just went on a
real
spree.
dudes around, but now those real dudes want you dead.
Seven separate
people, not in one place.
So we started at like 2 a.m. Probably finished by when the sun rises.
I got a list.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna drive around the boroughs.
Who's getting it next?
Let's not random though. Like just to say he did it.
No.
He put on his resume.
Yeah, that's terrible.
What's his name now?
Yeah.
That's what the guy's name from.
Yeah.
That's who he surrounded himself with. There's a funny thing I actually seen Shoddy recently from jail saying he has no ill will against. They're saying that in case they do get to him, they can't turn around and be like, "It was these guys."
Yeah.
So like, nah, we already said we.
Yeah, we good. We cool.
Yeah,
we cool. Yeah, we cool.
Cool.
That's even scarier to hear, you know.
But it came out the CEO Chris was the first snitch.
Yeah.
And that's why they're not really blaming Tekashi as much because they would have went down either way. The CEO snitch guy was giving them all like money because he was a drug dealer, right? And
Yeah.
He was putting them on and doing. He was extorting him because he got busted for some shit. And his girlfriend, CEO Chris, was like an ex-cop or a copper at the time or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, he posted that video and it made me laugh because it was just like he's still out there, still trolling. Now he's off house arrest, so he's like
he's back in the streets. Back in the streets.
Video was just him running around with random people, New York.
Yeah.
Funani.
Yeah.
He was just
and then he was
over.
like playing goalie at some park and shit.
He was all over.
He went to like a
boroughs,
water
bro.
park.
Yeah, if you were
It's
really
actually
like
jokes.
wanting to get touched, these guys would break through security and get you. So obviously, like, they must not want him that bad. There'd be a sniper on the roof.
Well, they
Take
might
him
still be in there though. That's
You
the
know,
thing.
if there's a contract on him and someone's gonna get money out of it, then he'll go. If someone offers you, here's $500,000, then
Or
you'll have a
just somebody
sharpshooter
in that
on the roof.
right mindset that sees him one day walk in there and they're like, you know what? I'm willing to go in for this
I'll
shit.
be the one that, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, he has armed security. They're ex-cops because in New York you can't have. Jim Jones was saying it on the phone. He's like, the only way you can get armed security in New York is if you have ex-cops. Even your security can't hold and carry.
Oh, seriously?
Unless they're ex-military police, which you got.
Yeah.
So you have 21 motherfuckers around you with guns.
Yeah.
With guns, bro. Not just 1 or 2. So you need an army
Yeah.
to go after them. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. If you're getting paid, you're gonna be smart, bro. You can set up on a roof. How you gonna know where he's going? You can't set up on a roof.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's got to be spur of the moment, like you said. I don't know how we got on that fucking topic, but
I guess we talked about the
he's
whose buddy that got shot 7 fucking times.
he's killing it. I was gonna talk about it, but I didn't do enough research to bring it up.
You can't walk now. I think
He's
he's
paralyzed, so should we?
yo,
talk about
7 shots, man.
Hold on, let's put.
Like after
let's
1-2,
let's
like
tell people what happened. Give them a background
yeah,
story.
okay.
I just found this out today. Apparently, it was a day ago. There was an individual. Do you know more of the story? Can you say it?
I don't really know exactly what happened. They haven't really released much, but from the video, he just I don't really know much about it. You gotta read more
he's the
about
one
it.
who called the cops.
He is?
He broke up a fight. This is the saddest part. He was actually not the aggressor. He was breaking up a fight. So they showed up, and people were yelling, "You're the wrong guy." And then
Yeah, I never heard any of that. I just seen the video of what happened.
Well, there's 3 families now. George Floyd's family, his family, and then the girl, I forget her name, rest in peace, who got shot in the wrong house. They raided her house by accident and
They
shot her dead.
That's
so
sick,
their
man.
3 families want the cops involved fired for this because they shot him in the back in the back.
Yo,
7 times.
Yo, like
7 times.
you put a bullet in someone's spine, like that's one shot. I don't even know what he did to deserve it. Like when I seen the video, I seen him going back in his car. So I'm like, okay, maybe he was going to grab something. They haven't. They haven't really released like what happened yet. That's the thing.
Do you remember his name?
No, I don't even know.
They can't censor it, but I think I want to find the video. A lot of protesters during this. It was in the midst of the
Blake,
protest.
Jacob, no.
Over here, yeah. police video of shooting a black
Yeah,
person.
there it is.
Yeah, but what's his name though? I'd rather find like a.
We keep saying Jacob.
Right here, Wisconsin. There's people talking about it. We're gonna try to find you guys. Oh, Jacob Blake.
That's it? That's his name? I thought it was something different for some
Just
reason.
second
Maybe it
name,
is.
one
Oh,
name,
no,
right?
yeah, you're right. Let's go to the third one.
This one looks good. 55 seconds.
This is the same one?
This one's a different angle. At least we get to see.
Yeah, because there was another. I heard there's another.
Yeah, this is. Oh, wow. That's scary. Hold on, turn on a bit. And apparently this is in front of his kids.
I seen that, yeah.
That's insanity, bro. Like, what are you guys thinking? Like, as a cop, during the midst of all this, a lot of police, in my experience, that got pulled over. They're very non-threatening now. They understand, like in this. What's
This is
going on,
Canada
it's
too,
bringing
bro. This is Canada.
Humanity back together. Like, well, even in the States, I'm hearing a lot of like, people are just being more nice to each other. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, they're coming together a
and
bit
then
more.
there's still these racist pig cops are still going to be racist pig cops. So like, either I'm not saying the cop who shot him probably was.
Yeah, I just don't know the story that happened.
Yeah, that's why I earlier.
And like when I
didn't
seen
bring
the
it up,
video and I see him going back to his car, I'm like, okay, like that's why like
he was probably running for his life at that point.
I don't know what
Or
happened.
maybe they
Yet.
get.
Here, play it.
I don't know. Let's see though. This is the new footage. The one I seen was from like a higher balcony. Oh, there's both.
Yeah,
Okay, so here it is, guys.
yeah, I haven't seen both angles.
So this is the first footage. They're fighting him. Oh, look, he's left. Give the what? He's walking, bro.
That's what I see. This is the part that I see.
No way.
See?
No, he's running because he's grabbing. He keeps shooting. Bro, the reason he ran is because the cop grabbed him. Oh my god.
Like the only reason I would think for a cop to shoot him is if he was grabbing something. That's the thing.
7 times, bro. And look at
7 times, no. That's you got him after the 1 or 2. Like he demands his hit.
He's gonna
Yeah, I know. Yeah. I don't know how he survived.
Mom get back because they know we'll shoot them just as easy. How do you feel? Wow, that's
7 times regardless is ridiculous. But like, man better be grabbing a gun if he got shot 7
you think
times.
he was? I doubt it.
Who knows? They haven't released nothing.
You know because he kind of ran once the cop.
He probably didn't have a gun, or else they would have released that right away, just to say, "Oh, that's why we did it." Exactly. So he probably didn't have no gun.
That's just.
Even still, 7 times. Like, yo, if you feel in danger, shoot once. See if his body is still doing something. If he's still going for it, shoot him again.
Well,
But
the
like,
train ops, you heard Joe Biden said.
what?
So this is the gentleman running for presidency, okay?
The one who pets little girls and shit.
Yeah, the one who pets exactly.
Yeah.
The old senile man who
This
wakes up
big
from
sicko.
swinging dementia stunts and wants sandwiches made for him.
Yeah.
But this guy on record says, if you are trained and you are in front and confronted by an unarmed man, shoot him in the legs.
Yeah, yo.
But don't shoot him at all.
But, well, no, they're trained just to hit that
Like,
center mass. So
he should have said, like, if you're trying to gain votes, like, if you're in front of, again, the main thing is an unarmed man. Shoot him in the... Don't shoot him, period.
oh, I didn't get
Unarmed. It's like
yeah.
you're telling him shoot him in the leg like it's better. Don't tase him.
Yeah, because I've seen videos of like obviously a good cop, but like dude was running at him with a knife,
That's
but
okay.
the guy running at him was white though, so that could have been a reason why he didn't shoot him. But Buddy was like, no, he didn't though. He kept backing up and he's like, please don't make me do this, you know. But that could have been someone who wanted like suicide by a cop or something like that though. It wasn't a highway yet.
But if it was vice versa, it's a reason to pull.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
cops want to. It's like when you're trained. Jarhead, that movie, they were itching the whole movie to pull the trigger. It's a bunch of Iraqi or was it Afghanistan. They got trained in the military. Imagine getting trained for all that time and you can't pull the trigger once because none of them ended up shooting.
Yeah.
So if the first excuse you get, you're gonna do it.
Yeah.
Because you're gonna
I've
do
been
it.
waiting for
Like,
this. I've
then
been
you
waiting
find
for
out,
this.
it's
This is
like
the only
you
reason
can't-
I signed up to the force is just for this moment right here.
Exactly. But you know what? Sadly, a lot of those police, that's what they're
You would hope that's
Racist,
not. You would hope so. Like I mean that they don't want that.
Bro, the background check. Again, I don't know how it is over there, but it's like it's not.
A lot of police forget that they work for us. Like we're their bosses. You know,
exactly.
we pay
You're
the
a public
taxes. Like
servant.
you're a
You're paid.
public
You
servant.
say that to them.
They don't get it. They don't understand
Oh,
that
they'll
part.
just find that as reason to like come at you.
I'm sure, obviously, there's good cops, bad cops, but
Oh, there is 100%. Like I had a run-in recently, and he was nothing but respectful.
I've
Knowing my history
majority of my
background, he
run-ins
was
have been
so-
good. Maybe 2 were bad, but
Like he was so nice. I thought he was.
then again,
almost
this is
corrupt.
Canada too. This is Canada.
Yeah, no, but this guy knew, like, you know what I mean. And even then, he's like, okay with just chilling and making sure I'm okay and this and
Yeah.
that during the situation that happened. But like, most cops not care first off, or you know what I mean? Like he cared. But
it's good. I hope so, man. It's his job.
It's his job. But if you tell them that, they'll sit there and friggin' beat you with the baton. Anyway, this is a Q&A. So.
Yeah, last time we were here, we just kind of asked like random questions. We asked to the random ass questions.
And it was successful.
This time, yeah, it was good.
We had a lot of people come up to us after.
So this time I just kind of like did the same thing, but I just tried to pick some good ones, you know. Still a lot of stupid ass questions and just random shit.
So you just categorized or found special questions for this reason, right?
Yeah. Here.
Ones that you found
maybe go to the bathroom.
Doable?
And then we'll
this is going to be funny. Yeah. Because I didn't even review, so this is going to be another improvisation.
No, I just wrote them down. I didn't really even
That's fine. Like I said,
I know.
In the future, we're going to have segments where we actually, like, we're going to write down topics. We're going to...
Do you want a drink or are you good?
No, I'm good. We're going to write down essays, things. Essay form, like, I'm going to have actual videos on stuff, on information, this and that. And then we're going to have pointless bullshit like this. These are just Q&As, just to test out everything right now. Pretty funny, successful so far. But as we progress, we're going to get more serious. We're going to get, actual... I have a female friend that is going to join the podcast for a segment. I give her a half hour, maybe. We'll see how it goes. But she's going to have written segments for the female viewers. You guys could watch, relate, and laugh, because I don't really want to touch up on female topics too much. Or do I? Well, it depends. Females on the podcast and we'll shoot the shit. Enter if you dare. Enter the man cave. Oh, I can say so much right now. Where is this idiot? And I'm unediting, or these are going to be completely raw. Like, I'm not editing this out. This is going to be here. As you can see, we have a new logo. Whoop, right there. Switching clips. That's Eric's shop. We just added that. Ironically, it's the biggest logo on my freaking screen. Lucky cock.
But
I'm just telling them the new logo I added. It's your barber.
Yeah, buddy. By the way, you just got a fresh cut today, too.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? We shut it off right before the podcast. Eric was, well, you guys can talk from last time, the afro. Oops. So he cut it on the weekend, and he gave me a fresh fade.
Refade.
Refade it. Good. Can you see it?
Get that on the side. There you go.
Can you see it?
Oh, yeah.
Switching close barbershop.
Yeah, buddy. I like how it's right under me, too. That's
just
actually
fucked it up, but whatever. What'd you say?
I like how my logo's right under me, too.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Biggest fucking one.
It's awesome. Yeah, it took over, baby.
Hold on, you know how easy it is for the headmaster? Let's just...
Are you going to shrink it onto me?
Nah, I'm not going to shrink it. I mean, go away. Oops.
Yeah. It's gone. And it's gone.
And it's gone. Oh, no. These are all mine. It's hilarious. I'm not even going to try it because this is going to be my other one.
Yeah.
You're lucky.
Yeah.
You're lucky it's somewhere else. No, you're not. Boom. Fuck you.
Oh, come on, man.
Well, if anything, it's better because now it's... Anyway. So let's bust out some Q&As.
Let's get into this. Yeah, like I said,
you're not gonna do any special order. It's like
no, it's all just random order. There's nothing.
It better be decent. I have faith.
It's just like random ass questions. It's like last time.
Yeah, last time
I just Googled them, and like I had to scroll through to pick. Okay, that's an alright one. Yeah, that's an alright one.
You know what? They all turn out funny. Like all depends on who's answering the questions. If you're flipping,
and some of them are funny. Some of them are like it's just random shit. So
but you can turn that other one, like the non-funny ones, it can lead into stuff.
Some,
like we're saying.
Some. So.
All right. So you're asking
no
me
specific
these, and you're gonna answer them.
Both of us will answer. Like I said, I haven't put any thought into any of this.
Okay, good. I was just gonna say that's not fair.
No. If I see the good one, I might copy and paste, and then so a lot of these are gonna, just and whatever. So first one, what do you think is the worst way to die?
Drowning.
Drowning?
Yeah, it actually is.
Over fire?
No, fire burns your nerve. It's a real thing. Drowning, your air pockets in your lungs apparently is very painful. I've heard the most painful thing almost ever. But you can't really hear from people, well, there are burn victims that said that. They haven't felt it because eventually it burns all your nerves away. You don't feel it if you're burned alive.
Yeah, but before you get to that point.
Okay, you have a couple seconds of pain. But drowning, bro?
Yeah, I heard
the suffocation. I'm talking about drowning like when you're deep underwater. There's besides drowning, hopelessness. There's no faith.
That's what I think, yo.
I'd be more scared of the fucking...
I would think that fire would be more painful, but like I would hate when you get to that point where like when you know that like you kind of just accept it, like,
it's like Sonic the Hedgehog,
I can't get out of
that air
this.
bubble to be there, just hear You need one breath. And you're going to start, it's only instinct, or you're going to take a breath of water.
That's the last thing you'll do. And I heard that's the most painful thing.
It is,
yeah.
That's the most painful way because it hits
But then after that, it's probably very instant thoughts,
There's a lot of bad ways there. I could name 5 torture methods right now, but we're not going to get into that.
But that's the worst.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, man.
So drowning.
Torture method from back in the day.
I said drowning too. That probably would be my answer. Either that or being burnt, but like I would probably...
No, you said, what do you think is the worst way to die?
Yes.
I wouldn't choose that. I would choose a shot to the head.
Yeah, if you had to pick.
But the worst way? Okay. Your urethra. This is a torture method for
what? No, I don't want to.
No, I'm going to say that. I don't give it a
urethra?
Yeah, your urethra.
Oh, man.
So
I don't want to fucking hear this shit.
Picture like a glass rod.
B.
Yeah, B. So a urethra, for them who don't know, are pee holes.
Yeah.
So they stick this glass.
Let me go back to the washroom.
Torture method. Yeah. Imagine this. They stick it deep in your pee hole, okay? So your pee hole's got like a stint. It's like... And then they smash your penis with a hammer. So all of that turns to glass shards in your urethra, bro.
Stop.
That's a torture method.
Stop it. Stop.
I feel it.
Stop.
Anyway, that...
If you guys could see the lower, I'm holding my crotch now. Because when I think about shit like that, oh my gosh.
Any guy could... So I'd say that for me is the worst way.
Or getting
the worst way, I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you die because you bleed out because your penis is one of the main vessels.
Yeah.
And you'll just bleed out. Fuck that.
Yeah, all right. We'll move on to the next.
That was good.
What kind of sleeper are you? Like, what side do you sleep on, or your back or your stomach? Do
dude.
you snore? And have you ever sleepwalked before?
Okay. My answer is like all 3 of those.
Yeah.
So the other day I woke up and beside my bed I had something. I somehow woke up, everything was knocked over and hit. So the type of sleeper I am, I could either be... I have to be moving either on my back or my side. But I
so your back or side
kick
sleeper?
things over. No, I wake up sometimes with my head on the other side of the bed. No joke.
So you probably sleepwalk then too.
Oh, sleepwalking when I was a kid. Now, not so much. But when I was a kid, my parents said I had a problem with it. Like they found me in the garage once. No joke. Like I don't remember this obviously. And I was a kid though. Like they found me in the garage. They found me downstairs, and they found me asking for toys. Just when I was a kid. Now, when you sleepwalk, who knows what I would do subconsciously? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
That. And then your third one was what? Sleepwalking, and
snoring. Do you snore?
I breathe heavy, but I don't snore.
No.
But
no one's ever told you
I'll
that
just
you snore?
breathe heavy. No, my mom. Like,
yeah, I know.
I can probably hear it right now. I'm not even kidding. Like, this mic one day will
if you
pick
put
up
the mic
on,
to the ceiling, yeah. Bring the mic upstairs.
We're kind of recording her now, but she would definitely be like, she's having those problems. How about you? Kind of sleeper are you?
Always on my side. Unless I'm drunk.
Do you need like a pillow? Like a
no, just one pillow.
Like you don't need one for your knees?
No.
Apparently it's bad for your spine, but like your legs just like... I can't just for my nuts. Closing your... It's like your knees being shut.
Well, I don't sit like a hot dog. My legs still might be a little separated.
Yeah,
but I'm either I sleep on my sides. I'm pretty sure I snore. I'm a big snorer probably. And I've never sleepwalked. I don't think it was something that I know of. Yeah.
You should ask your parents that because they
would have told me. They would have told me.
It might spark up a memory. I'm like, oh yeah, there was a one time.
Yeah.
Some crazy shit that went down, and they're like, what? What was I gonna say? Not cheers, but jinx.
Yeah.
Alright,
we'll move on.
Oh, I had a couple of funny ones that ran. Well, as this is going on, I'm gonna come up with our own questions.
Yeah, do it up.
I got some funny ass shit. That's just random.
If you could only eat one food.
Talk more to the mic a little bit. So I can hear you more.
If you could only eat one food for the rest of your life, what would it be? Or if it's something you had to eat every day.
Okay.
So like I don't know.
I didn't even need to think of this because there's a thing. If you're on a desert island, there's 3. So there's superfoods that you can survive on the rest of your life. Some people might say steak, or you'll die from that. So
it doesn't need to be superfood. Like
no. I'm just telling mine is gonna be a superfood because you can survive forever on these. Either an avocado, because you can eat avocado, believe it or not, the rest of your life. But it has all the nutrients.
Okay, but let's pretend that it could be a chocolate cake and that had nutrients. That was just make you survive.
Okay, but now that's just like, okay, then I'd fill... Oh, that's a different question altogether. Because mine would either be a walnut, chocolate cake... Oh, wait, I mean, avocado, now you got chocolate cake. Do you mean just a food you can enjoy the rest of your life?
But, yeah.
Or like...
Because some people are like, oh, pizza, because I love pizza.
Will kill you eventually. Some of these... Like, you can't eat McDonald's the rest of your life. That's why I'm picking foods that will like make me live as long as I can.
Yeah, I never really thought about that.
Yeah, so to answer it now, I'm thinking of that. What would you...
Okay, well now it's obviously something healthy.
That's what you should answer first. No, yours is chocolate cake.
It's not chocolate cake, but it would probably be pasta. My Italian comes out. As long as I can switch up different noodles every now and then.
No, you can't.
It has to be the same noodle?
No, the same noodle.
I don't know which noodle I want. I'm not sure what noodle I want.
See?
Yeah.
Think about it. You have to answer that now. What noodle? Because now we're getting the details of it. What noodle would you choose?
Oh, bro, that's tough.
He's Italian, by the way. So he's actually thinking.
It would probably be...
Like he's putting a lot of thought into this.
It would probably be it's called cannelloni. That's what my mom
I don't
calls
even
it.
know what that is.
It's like penne noodles, but fucking like a quarter the size. It's like you feed to babies, bro. But you just eat it with a spoon and it's bomb. Penne is like the circle ones.
Hollow circles?
Yeah, but they're like
cut on an angle?
No, they're just shorter. So you can almost eat it with a spoon. They're like shorter penne.
What are the ones that are semicircle, half moons?
Shells?
Yeah.
Or the macaroni. It's just macaroni.
Oh, it's macaroni. Yeah.
Same type thing.
You used to work with me. We used to work at a grocery store together.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And they had a whole, pretty much half an aisle of just primo pasta. You remember those days when it was on sale, all the Italians used to come in? And I didn't know if, I'm not going to say the names because it like, I'm going to butcher them, but there's like spaghettini, like, or whatever it's called. There's like so many different kinds of pastas, bro. I didn't know this. You guys kill your, it's all made the same.
It's just different shapes.
The one's a bow tie? I don't know. What the hell's the bow tie one?
Yeah, I'm not really a big fan of bow ties.
The bow ties.
I don't like the bow ties.
Fuck,
even though
make
it all
ones that
tastes
look
the
like
same.
Things then, you know what I mean? Like, make like a face. Or like,
yeah.
They
probably have that in the craft dinner ones. I think they have
like a mold. Yeah, that makes sense.
Little animals or something.
If you're Italian, you think you put some pride. Put like an Italian like flag or like.
When you're gonna dye it green, white, and red too.
Yeah, you're right. Who knows? All right, you guys will figure out a way.
We'll move on.
Want some green pasta?
They have that. Pretty sure.
They have green pasta.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Green pasta.
Yeah, it's what's it called?
Not pesto.
Okay, I was gonna say pesto.
No, the noodles are actually green.
The noodles are green. Oh,
so
that's
it's probably
zucchini noodles.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, it's the health freak side. Don't want any carbs. Man up, puss.
Yeah.
Zucchini noodles. You can do that when you're trying to stay healthy all the time, but like I ain't replacing noodles with zucchini noodles.
No, let's go eat some pasta.
Fuck, it takes so much effort. You gotta like.
When I go home, even though it's like 2-3 in the morning right now, I'm probably gonna make a fat bowl of
like,
pasta.
I'm hungry right now talking about
my mom or my Nona's homemade sauce in a jar.
Oh, you owe me pasta. Bring some over. I made you so much pasta in our life. You
tuna
should bring over a jar.
Tuna sandwiches.
And tuna
there was a
sandwiches.
phase where just every time I came over, I'm like, yo, he's rocking a tuna sandwich. I don't know how you must have an abundance of cans of tuna and bread.
Yeah, we do right now. Even ground beef and pasta sauce.
Yeah, your pasta sauce is actually bomb, bro. Your meat pasta.
Thank you. It is.
It's amazing.
And I want you to tell the world that I make
pasta. It is great, and it's homemade sauce too. Yeah. Not homemade or.
No, yeah, it is. I make everything. It takes me like 5 hours to make that, bro.
Yeah, it's a proper dish. I like meaty sauce.
I make it meaty. I add like a family pack of ground beef, not just those regular.
You use like those little thin ass noodles too, like those Asian noodles too. I'm pretty sure.
Do I already use spaghetti?
But they're really thin though.
There's so many different times. We have so many different noodles. But like, yeah, no, I dice up everything. What do I put? Onions, peppers. Yeah. I'm not gonna get into.
Yeah, don't give him the recipe, bro.
Give him a recipe, but yeah. I make this guy food, so you owe me pasta. Actually, though, if it's homemade,
I brought you some homemade shit for my mom before.
That you had for yourself, and you're like, I don't want this.
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm giving it to you. I'm good. Yeah.
No, but you even said like, oh, I have food for you, and you bring some over and stuff.
Yeah. All right. Would you rather wear shoes every second for the rest of your life, or never be allowed to wear shoes ever again?
Say that again.
Would you rather wear shoes every single second for the rest of your life, or never be allowed to wear shoes ever again?
You know what? Good question. Look at me right now.
Barefoot?
Yeah, exactly. Mine would be barefoot the rest of my life. And it's funny you said that because earlier today, because I have ogre feet, and my father mentioned something about, why don't you ever... Because I just feel comfortable. It's grounded. Like, I used to walk outside. We used to have our driveway wasn't paved. Remember that? So it was all just stone.
I don't even really... Actually, yeah.
I used to walk out because I have calloused feet, and it wouldn't hurt. Because I liked it. So, like, I can probably do that challenge where you walk on...
Embers or whatever?
No.
Nails?
No, not even. It's just like Legos. Literally Legos.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing.
What, they dump it on the treadmill as you walk by?
No, it's just the world record is just a giant room full of the... Like, apparently, it's impossible to, like, walk on these, apparently. Dude,
yeah, go
no, I think I could, because these rocks used to
you can.
They used to stick into my, like,
the bottom of your
I
feet
just
look
pulled them
fucking
out.
purple right now. The bottom of your feet look purple. They're so calloused up.
That's because I ripped. Anyway, we're not talking about my nasty ass feet.
Yeah.
I would be barefoot because you gotta sleep. My answer is because if you gotta sleep. I sleep barefooted too. I couldn't sleep with shoes.
Yo, you know Americans actually like? Do you know how like usually in Hollywood films and stuff?
And
right?
they wear the shoes.
They're always in. That's actually a thing in the States. Yo, they wear their shoes everywhere.
They'll tell you, put your shoes on if you take your shoes off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, why?
It's like, do you not care about your floors or your couches or like?
Yeah, that's some respect.
And just to be comfortable in general. Like,
yeah. So their answer would be completely different.
Yeah.
Because that's why they're all about like snicks. I was gonna say kicks and sneakers.
Sneakers.
But yeah, they would like. Anyway, what would you?
Same thing. I'd probably be barefoot. At first, it would suck, but it would build up. You know, they would get stronger after a little bit.
What were humans thousands of years ago before, even hundreds of years ago before shoes were invented?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
We'll be alright. We'll be alright. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you'll live. But then if you wear sneakers the rest of your life, can you take them off to like change your socks?
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah.
Then they would
I don't know.
to your feet.
Yeah, if you get like a callus or not a callus, fucking blister, can't do nothing
about
about
if
it.
you're walking and something happens, you have to wrap it. Would that wrap count as like a shoe, or like a, you know what I mean? Or
I don't know.
leave it,
It's that's too much detail.
Nah, you gotta get into the details sometimes. It makes a difference. That's what makes these questions funny sometimes. Getting into the detailed nitty gritty BS. Next.
All right, here's this another
Let's
one.
get a nice juicy one. Or something.
I'm just gonna go in order. Like I said, there's nothing. There's no specific order.
Yeah, you're just going.
If you could do anything in the world as a career, what would it be? Like you could flick your hands and that's
so much. Entrepreneur of some sort. But
well, entrepreneurs are really like
no, it's a career. Like own Amazon, be like a joke. Be like, are you talking about like a police officer, a doctor?
Whatever. Yeah, just any career.
Again, I'm thinking of certain business owners, not stockbroker, something along the lines of business, 100%. Like, business is vague, so it's not like I could be a doctor. Entrepreneur is very vague, so I can't answer. A business owner, that's all I can say.
What kind of business would you like?
I don't know. Now you're getting into those. What kind of business?
A vape?
Then I'm giving away ideas if I start talking about business.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I'll say this: an inventor.
All right.
Like just straight up inventor, like those crazy maniacs that stay inside and come up with genius inventions.
Yeah.
I would be an inventor, and then all of a sudden,
there you
come
go.
up with my own inventions for Tesla cars or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, an inventor. How about you?
I would probably like to be an actor or something like that. I would want to be like I would like to
eh?
be, what's up?
Why?
I don't know. I would kind of like it. I guess being on the TV, and I think I'm a decent actor if I really try. Not that I've ever done any courses or nothing like that.
All the stresses of an actor, you think you could take that as well?
Probably. I wouldn't really care.
Like the pressure, your agents having to be at a certain time all the time, like the party life. It's pretty dope.
It is.
There's a lot of negative too. Hollywood, bro. We're not gonna get into this.
Yeah.
But Hollywood's a very fucked up place.
Yeah, Hollywood.
So maybe you'd be that actor that changes it. Like you'd be the one that wakes up. No, you'd get killed.
Yeah, I would be off real quick.
He'd be off right away. Well, I wonder who pulled Weinstein away first, because all the celebrities loved him. You see a compilation of them. We wouldn't be where we are if Jeffrey Epstein. Weinstein, what was his first name? Harvey Weinstein. And then now those same people act like they didn't know this fucking guy. Everybody knew what he was doing in Hollywood, but what was the nail in the coffin? I wonder who finally said, screw it, he's old, let's bring him down.
What, wasn't it someone that just came out? Like, or wasn't it like a victim, or no, was it some random that just...
That's what, I don't know, again, I think it was...
Started spilling the beans.
There's so many victims, started releasing audios of, like, there was a model, and him begging, because, apparently he was like a hermaphrodite. Did you know that?
What?
He was a hermaphrodite, his genitals were messed, he had issues. And he was a part of that Hollywood ring that, like... I never heard that. I can't bring it up. Look it up. But yeah, he's a hermaphrodite.
First time I've heard that.
He was even saying in the one recording, he's like, just 2 seconds, I'm sick. He was asking this girl to just watch him do stuff to himself. And it was like, it came out.
And it's all mutilated and shit. His shit's all mutilated. She's just like,
that's the thing.
She's just traumatized now.
Most girls could probably put it aside and be like, yeah, I'll suck a cock. You know, whatever. But like, in this case, like, you pull down his pants, you expect, like, and then there's a hole. There's like a penis beside the hole. Picture that. Like, most girls like, okay, I've sucked a dick before. I'll do it. For a career, I'll do it. All of a sudden, yeah, but this kind of dick. It's like,
ooh.
What is that? Do you want me to lick it or something?
Yeah, do I eat it out or
oh my god.
I've never even heard that though. I never heard about that.
Again, I don't look. I'll show you after.
I don't
actually, we're not gonna look it up. I don't want to see it either. But we'll move on.
We'll move on because we got a bunch more to go.
Oh, we're going for a bit. Trust me, we're not. Doing that. We're going for at least half hour longer.
All right.
This is a funny one.
What do you think of like lip injections, fake ass, fake tits, Botox, just the whole plastic. What do you think about
just
that?
Just a generic, quick answer. What I think about it.
Or if you want to go in the order, they say maybe you like the ass, but you don't like this.
I don't like any of it.
You don't. You rather the natural for
Fake
sure.
as hell. If you start getting those, like, yeah, of course those girls look good. So if you see a supermodel on Instagram and you just find out all of it's natural, opposed to another Instagram model where she has a fake ass, fake lips. One they worked for, one they didn't. The lips, I might vouch for it. Those duck face ones though, I hate that. But there are some girls that get half. We know somebody. They only get half, and they look natural. It just puffs them out a bit.
Yeah.
But then there are other girls that they look like they got fucking something underneath.
Yo, I watched this one
It
girl.
looks like I got punched in the lips 5 times.
How
do they think that looks good?
Yeah, I watched this one girl. Yo, her lips are so much. Watching her drink out of a straw.
Oh, the funniest shit ever. Like, bro, I want to almost find. It's like there's something underneath. Well, it's a lip injection, so it's like.
She actually got pissed too. She's like, "Fucking." She actually got upset, yo, because she could barely do it. Yo, it was hilarious.
They say like, "Oh, those are dick sucking lips." No, the natural ones are dick sucking lips. If you can't even drink a straw, you ain't sucking on this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry, you're not gonna be able to physically do it. And it's not going to feel like it's going to be hard. I'm going to feel your silk. Yeah, I'm not going to feel natural lip. I'm going to feel the hard injection.
Yeah.
On my, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Ass. I seen a video where a girl flipped her butt cheek, so the flat part was exposed. So like the circle part was like it was flipped. It was. Have you seen that one? She's like, oh, and they flipped it back. It was a fake butt that flipped.
Oh shoot! They just turned around.
Yeah, and then everything else, I'm not down for it. I'm not. If you could work for your stuff, work for it. You know what I mean? Like that's the best. Your answer.
Same thing. I'd rather have definitely natural, everything natural. You know, do some squats. You know, you don't really need all the fake shit. But then sometimes I see these. So yeah, that's my answer. I'd rather have natural. But
yeah, of course.
Sometimes I see some of these IG models and like I know it's fake, but I'm just
still
like,
nice to look at, right?
Damn, like you know. So that's why I don't really. Ew.
But I know we're gonna show you guys in a second. Yeah, but it's fake and it's disgusting. Cosmetic. At the end of the day, they're gonna like.
It is,
be
yeah.
older,
I'd
and
rather
they're gonna,
have like
and they're still gonna have the same butt. It's gonna fly.
Yeah, like that, like Colombian, Brazilian, where like they just have those bodies naturally. They just have it naturally. That's. So I'm
gonna show you guys something.
This is the fake.
They can't see anything yet. Graphic material. It's just yeah, okay.
Ew.
Yeah, okay.
Oh fuck.
This is what happened.
Yeah.
To a female.
This is what happens, ladies.
Who got a fake butt. Apparently, there's other ways you can get it, but this is like a tit job, but for your butt.
Yeah.
And
yeah, flipped around. Now
she reflips it. Watch.
Oh what?
This is my implant flipping backwards.
That's so not natural, bro. Oh. That's disgusting, and now it's a nice ass, okay?
Yeah.
I don't give a damn if you're super model, no. Because if we can be having sex and I'm smacking you from behind, I'm doing it from behind, I hit you once and it flips. Because I didn't even think of that. You're hitting it from the back.
Oh my god, that's
usually
hilarious.
There's like a wave. You know what I'm talking about? The wave, like when it's natural, there's that nice wave
that.
they have.
I love that.
But then you got one like that. You meet this girl, let's say at a club or hypothetically wherever. All of a sudden, like
I'm making this video today.
she doesn't tell you it's fake. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, you take her home. Hold on a second. All of a sudden, you take her home.
It's hard as a rock.
And you don't expect it to like you have a nice you grab it once, but you grab that angle where you accidentally cup the flat part at the bottom.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're like, oh, and then like it flips.
Yeah.
Dude.
Forgot to tell you.
Oh yeah, but like I didn't even know that was a thing till I seen this video.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Like, okay, boobs. Sometimes you can tell they're
fake tits are nice. I don't really
care.
care.
You squeeze them, they're not as they're hard, but you know.
Yeah, fake tits I don't mind.
But you don't know until you know. You know what I mean? So all of a sudden, like she's flaunting it. You happen to get lucky and bring this girl home. I'm not gonna say, oh, you're lucky because she got a nice ass. That's what you thought.
Yeah.
Until you start hitting it, and it ain't doing the wave.
Yeah.
You're like, yo, what the hell is happening?
Yeah, I'd rather just have a nice
hard. All of a sudden,
ass.
like both of them flip.
Yeah.
What did you do?
It's like, oh, happened
She's
again, babe.
no, sorry, my injection flipped.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
Hold on one sec. Oh. There you go. All right.
I would be genuinely shocked, like, and appalled. I'd probably leave.
Yes, that girl was like so natural about it too. Like it just happens all the time.
It probably does.
She even because like for the first time, like the chick would go right to the doctor and be like, "Yo, I want you to do this." He probably taught her how to do it.
Probably teaches yeah.
If this happens, just fucking.
So if you sit down and you move a certain way, your butt, like, what if that's probably an issue? If they're taking from the back.
And like if it flips that easy, can't it like slide somewhere else? Like it just winds up on your hip one time, or
there's a pocket. Yeah, I'm assuming like where it's supposed to go,
but it just flipped over. Yeah,
it looked like because they can move it. Why did they make it so movable? ew, what if you go to spread the cheeks? But you're technically not spreading butt cheek. You're spreading implants.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, like, I don't even know what that would look like. You're spreading the cheeks. You're like, ah. Like, you just let go because it's so not natural. Like, you smack it and you hold it, and maybe there'd be like an inch of like meat, and then you squeeze some more. She's like, no, don't. It'll pop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can't squeeze my butt, which is like the point of it. So you're getting a butt implant for show.
Pretty much.
I can't play with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You
You go
probably
down,
could,
you
though.
go.
You
I don't know if
probably
you're into
could,
that,
but-
but you go to give it a little, munch down there, and you're like, what am I holding?
Yeah, whatever
Like,
it is.
no, they gotta tell you. But there's dudes out there that don't tell them, or girls that don't tell.
Hit her with a fucking shot of juice. Just fucking.
Could you imagine?
Implant's gone.
Yeah,
It just
imagine.
is leaking
No, she
out.
wouldn't do juice because she's fake.
I
So
know,
she'd probably
I know.
just get like a bicep implant. Synfall. That's like a thing those Russians do.
fucking gross.
Yeah, see, and that's why I'd go, because like fake boobs, apparently if you go on a flight within like 24 hours of getting them, the elevation will make them just so unnatural.
Yeah.
You know how bad these people look during the quarantine?
Yeah, all the botched
When
shit.
these like, I'll say famous, I won't refer to anybody besides famous people. A lot of these famous people, even you see pictures of them like
after
during
time.
quarantine, they look like death because they haven't gotten their shots.
Yeah, that's
in
the
a
thing
while. Or
too.
even the
Like once you
Botox
start
or-
that, you kind of got to keep it always
It's a
going. You got to
lifestyle,
be
bro.
consistent with it. Yeah.
Again, the lips. If you're doing half
Even
injections,
tits, don't you have to do something after 10 years or something like that? Yeah.
They do. They can. You can even resize them after, and they can look nicer. And whatever, bro. What do we have? We can get a cock implant, or because apparently the
We
female.
got juice. That's
the
it.
male penis.
That's pretty much
no,
it.
no, we can do this.
And
The
like
ma-
hair implants and
the
stuff
male,
like that.
The male penis goes inside of us like 5 inches. So let's say you had like a 3-incher. You can cut it and
Pull
it
out that
out.
extra
They can
3.
pull it out to like 7 or 6. Because I think it has to go in a certain amount. But like, if we want to, I think I could have a 12-inch. They don't add it. They take it from yourself. So it's like it's still natural. But
I'm
like,
happy with my size. I'm
yeah,
good.
same. But that's what I'm saying. If I want to have like a 13-inch hog for some reason, you can.
Yeah.
So like those micro penis, no, actually micro, it's different. You wouldn't. You just have a long micro.
Yeah,
So it would be like the diameter would be like a spaghetti.
It's a long
spaghetti.
microphone.
It would be like
It'd be a
this.
penne noodle.
Yo,
That's it.
I got a 10-incher, baby. It's like a 10-incher micro. It'd be like that.
Yeah. That's true.
Oh, now we're talking about micro dicks. Yeah, but no, there's not a lot of dudes. Oh, there's that one guy. He calls himself Ken. There's Barbie and Ken. Have you seen him? He got ab
Yeah,
implants.
yeah.
He got. They look disgusting, but there's 1 or 2 of his implants that look pretty like.
There's
that
dude,
looks dope.
Ronnie from Jersey Shore. He like it's pretty much a lipo, like a gut lipo. So like it's all your
So
fat.
he just has natural abs. Like
It's all natural abs,
Okay,
but
that's
they
just
took
like-
off the fat there.
He just takes off
But
the
he
fat.
said he's like it's so painful. He's like if I had a choice, I would have rather have done it the natural way because he said he was like out of commission for like months because he's like it's-
Really?
yeah. It's I don't know.
Imagine you gain that gut back and those.
That's what I'm
months.
saying. Yeah, because if you're still gonna continue eating like that, then like shit's
That's
gonna
so
happen back
stupid.
quick.
You, didn't get that? You know what he should have got? That surgery where they put the thing on your stomach, the elastic band. You don't need as much. No, they probably don't eat a lot. He's a juice head.
Just do it naturally.
You know
Or
what?
work
Yeah,
out and
he
exercise
pussy.
and eat
But he's a
healthy.
juice head.
Yeah.
So he's
He
not
wants
one
a
to
cool,
ever,
quick
like, he just
results.
wants it
Quick
quick.
results.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't know if. Well, we know the situation.
And I haven't really even seen a picture of his abs, so like I don't know.
No,
if
he
he's
never. He
probably
never
throwing
had,
right
every
back
time he
to
had his
fat
shirt off,
again.
he
Yeah.
always had just like a chest and arms. And like,
Earlier seasons were like,
well, the situation was the ab guy. He
yeah,
had fucking
he's
proper
back to
arms.
that now. He's back
Yo,
to that
in
now.
jail, he was obviously natural. He got jacked in jail.
Yeah.
When he came out, he was dazed. Like
He's lost all that fat because he was
yeah,
fucking
and then
eating
when
like
muscle memory
crazy.
kicked in.
Yeah,
right? And
yeah,
like he's,
once he had
he's
lots.
older now. He's a machine, and he didn't care if people were laughing. He knew. He's like, wait till I get out and watch what I look like.
Yeah.
I think he looks the best out of all of them. One that
100%,
maintained it was Ollie.
100%.
Ollie maintained it because he has that natural kind of. He probably juiced on and off too, but he has like a nice shaped figure. Like he has a guard figure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or even if he did juice, it would just he would get toned and ripped. These other guys like they juice and they just blow up a bit. Like Ronnie rages and cries on camera and like has to get lipo for
Oh,
his abs.
man,
He's out of
yeah.
commission for fucking 6 months. Like shut up,
Yeah.
bitch. Do it the natural way, pussy. I haven't heard of that in a while. Those people.
Move on to the next.
And then yeah, yo, hold on one thing. On Jersey Shore, I guess the newest season, all the girls got their lips done. They used all the money to get, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So I don't have bananas here, but they all walked in the room. Vinny grabs 2 bananas and puts them to his face. It just looks
I
so
remember
funny.
that. Yeah. I
He's
remember.
referring to like making fun of girls' lips. So
Yeah.
even it's just so.
I think
obvious.
Paul even got work done on his face too because he
I
like
could see that. You
there
know,
was a
he
certain
might get-
season where it's like whoa.
They might get
it's different.
facelifts where they get like the
Yeah, just look
tightening of the
younger.
skin,
Because he's
or-
actually old.
you
We're
know
not
what?
that old, but he's
or
like
they
40
can
or something.
start their if they have connects adrenochrome and start that treatment.
Yeah.
But we ain't touched on that. I was teasing you guys.
Yeah.
Whoever knows what that word means, you know
Till
what that
next
means.
time.
If you don't know what adrenochrome means, just promise you right now, look up adrenochrome And that's all I'm going to say about that. Next question.
Next.
Because that's some heavy shit, what I just said.
Yeah, it's a whole topic of itself.
And that's why I'm not even going to tell them what it is. Adrenochrome, you're going to want to look
This
it up.
should be an
It's
easy
real.
one, I think. But if you had the option to never have to sleep again or never have to eat again, which one would you
Oh,
choose?
shit, that sucks. I love sleeping. But I love eating. But wait, if I don't have to eat, then you just maintain whatever size you are, figure.
Yeah, you just never
You
gotta
don't
eat
need
again.
sustenance.
Yeah,
Then if
yeah.
I don't have to eat, I wouldn't eat. Because you don't have to.
So you,
Yeah.
yeah.
But then if you don't sleep, you're up for longer. You live more of your life. You know what I'm saying? So if like you never sleep, they say we sleep half our life away, right? So if you never sleep, you're gonna live way more. Like it's either a good or bad thing depending on what you're doing. I don't know. It's fucked up. What would you?
I love eating, so I
Same.
probably want to keep that.
And never sleep though.
If you're never tired,
Yeah, true. Same thing.
you're just never
Yeah.
tired at all.
Okay, what if you die either way? Okay, what if you had to choose one way that you're gonna die either way? So they're gonna take away your sleep, so you're gonna eventually die from lack of sleep, or starvation. What would you choose?
That's tough.
Because I've heard some crazy like stories of lack of sleep.
Yeah. Oh, it's fucked up. But
Yeah,
then like
the
starving
inner
to
demons
death might
come
be
in and they
tough.
start ripping
Yo,
themselves
did you know that
apart.
the human body can actually last a month or something without eating as long as you keep drinking water? Water, it's only like 3 days.
Water, 4 days or something.
Yeah.
For water. Well, they
What-
resort to drinking a little.
But we
shit
put
before
that. I put that not drinking water to a test a couple times.
Yo,
and I'm
and then your
still-
shit comes out looking like apple juice.
Yeah.
So dehydrated, you're pissing out apple juice.
Yeah.
Shit's like fucking brown.
So I don't know. I'd probably have to do some more research on that and see what one's least painful. I'm not too sure.
I think the no sleep after day, because we've both been there too, day 3, day 4. But again, no substances.
Because you start going like
start
psychotic.
going
Like,
insane. Like I
there's
said, they
steps, just levels to it. Like
They did a test. Again, I don't know how real this is, but I think it's debunked. But the fact that even everyone thought this was real because it can get to that level where they locked 4
I see that.
soldiers, and then they ended up ripping apart, throwing organs, and they went nuts after. By day 7, it was like blood all over the wall because they were given a certain drug to keep them awake.
Yeah, yeah.
And apparently they're feeding this drug. But my point is, you go insane.
You lose
It's a
your mind.
torture method, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like, there's people who go on hunger strikes, okay? So, like, to prove a point. Like, they do it themselves, so it
Yeah.
can't be as bad as, like, being forced not to sleep. That's, like, a mechanism. I forget a movie that's on. They keep you up with lights and music. And, like, you can't sleep, bro.
Well, like even with the lights and music though, after
No,
you would still fall
no,
asleep
you wouldn't.
eventually.
You think, but it's a torture method. I'm talking about lights, like, from the stadium
Yeah.
in front of your face, and then speakers, like,
Okay.
speakers beside you. Bro, you're tied to a chair.
Yeah.
There ain't no sleeping. If you start sleeping, they'll smack you. You're up. They'll
Yeah,
make sure you're up.
yeah.
And they're not going to give you a stimulant where you're going to be up. No. You're going to be wanting to sleep and you can't. It's a torture method.
That
until
is
you start
super.
going
You keep
crazy.
dropping your head, slap in the face.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or it's like
yeah.
those things that force your eyes open.
Yeah.
I have to watch some. Oh, I got eye pet peeve, by the way. I don't know.
Yeah.
I forget what the question even was.
Yeah.
Seriously, what questions did you ask?
Would you rather never
Oh,
have to
yeah.
eat or sleep?
Yeah, like, oh.
All right.
I could have turned dark too. I had a lot of things I could have said there.
Here's a random one. Well, you remember like Pokemon back in the day with the Game Boys and shit?
A quick thing I heard in the podcast. I don't know if this is allowed. The first Pokemon in real life ever were the slaves.
What?
Gotta catch them all. We own slaves. So all of a
That's
sudden,
terrible, yo.
I own you.
That's
So bad.
terrible.
It's so terrible. It was a black guy who said the joke originally, though. But he's
Oh,
like, technically,
okay.
we're the first slaves.
I guess that's
Or we're the
better,
first
right?
Pokemon.
That's allowed there.
Ain't that
right?
allowed,
That means
bro.
it's okay now.
We're the first Pokemon, bro. How can you say that?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Holy shit.
Anyways, which Pokemon starter would you choose? And maybe what did you choose back in the day? Bulbasaur, Squirtle, or Charmander? Because remember, like the game,
Charmander, bro. I had
Charmander.
Charizard was my G.
Yeah.
Charmander, bro. Because they were so cute. Charmander,
Who did you pick?
Charmeleon,
Was that who you picked
Charizard.
when you
That's it.
used to play? Yeah.
Yeah, Charmander, Charizard. Squirtle was cool because Squirtle, bro.
Yeah.
Squirtle and then War Turtle.
Yeah.
War Turtle was
Blastoise,
a G. And then
Blastoise.
Blastoise just turned into a machine. But then you had a dragon. You had your own dragon, bro.
Yeah, back in the day, I picked Bulbasaur.
I was gonna say, who picks Bulbasaur?
I picked him. I picked him.
Why?
Yeah. Well, because when I was watching like the show, I never even knew what they evolved into yet. So I bought that game, and it was still in the earlier seasons of the
You
show.
didn't have the cards? You didn't do fuck with cards?
Actually, yeah, I did have the cards too. I don't know why I picked Bulbasaur then. I'm not sure.
I was
Now,
just gonna
now
say,
it would be
Bulbasaur. My
Charmander.
Charizard.
But at the time when I bought,
Bulbasaur,
at the time when I picked, I didn't know that Charmander evolved into Charizard because I wasn't. I don't know. I guess I just wasn't that.
Bulbasaur. He's on all fours, if I'm not mistaken, with a shell. Does he have a shell in his back? He just looks like.
He has this like little pollen fucking sack.
Yeah, he looks like he's like
But yeah, I
a
picked
vegetarian.
Bulbasaur. Maybe I was just trying to be different, you know.
Blastoise is G
Because I
because
always
he
go
looks like a
against the grain
giant
with
turtle
anyone's
with just
opinions.
like
I'm always, you know,
yeah.
what everyone thinks even on like Facebook.
You
and
go
shit,
opposite
you know,
of what they want.
yeah.
Yeah, but if
it's not
unless
that
you
you
really
do that on
feel what you
purpose.
want,
It's
like
almost
the
that
only
it's,
reason
I
I'm
don't
doing
know.
Charizard is because everyone happened to want him, but because he's a bad. Oh, look at Blastoise. But then I think the odd one out was Bulbasaur. He's the odd one out, and that's you know what I mean.
Yeah. Or maybe I was just trying to like.
Is that the fully evolved one?
Venusaur. Venusaur is
Oh, that's
fully-
what I'm getting confused. So
Now I
yeah,
don't remember what's in the middle.
So what-
Bulbasaur, Venusaur. I don't remember what's in the middle now.
Kingsaur.
Yeah, something like that.
No, I take that back. Mewtwo. The psychic one.
Well, you couldn't pick that. It was only the 3. Remember?
Oh, of the original 3. Okay. Because I just changed. Like, oh, no, Pikachu was one.
Yeah, I remember that
as well.
Pokemon Blue. I think like you go into this pitch black cave, and it's the most annoying thing. But like that's your only chance to catch Mewtwo, and it's like
Yeah,
so
it was
hard.
rare. It was
And
like
once,
rare.
and I remember I didn't catch
No,
him, so
no,
I was
it was, like,
livid.
rare.
And you
It was
can't
rare.
catch him, but you can't even
it's
try. I
rare.
wanted to like restart it and do
My
it.
cousin did.
Yeah, I know someone who
Some
did
kid,
too.
like,
My
that guy stole his
my
Game Boy.
stepbrother, my stepbrother did that.
I never stole anything, bro, in my life. I
Wait,
didn't
what?
steal it.
Stole?
No, he left his Game Boy at the house,
Oh.
and I remember I hid it just so I can play it for a couple more days.
Yeah.
And in a couple of days, I'm like, oh, I found it.
Yeah.
Like a piece of shit, but like I didn't steal
Whatever.
it. I gave it back to him, but I wanted to play it with his Mewtwo, bro.
Yeah.
That thing was like insane, OP to the max.
Yeah,
like,
remember you used to have like the cables you could bring to school to trade. You could make
yeah, you
trades.
could trade people. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And then they came out. I was playing it when it was black and white first.
My sister just got a Tamagotchi. Oh, because they have new ones now, so she just ordered one. She got one because my sister used
Are
to
they
love
like
that.
original or are they like?
They look exactly the same, but it's
I
a
want
little,
it.
it's a little
They
different.
probably have apps where you can download it. Even.
Well, you want the
Pixelate,
old
of course, you
little.
want the. For those who were born in like the year 2000 and don't know this because you're 18 years old and you're a young little punk, they had these things before these. They were little Tamagotchis and Nanos. So what they
There
were.
was even a little fighter one too. Remember, you had to like there was like you could fight.
No, I didn't. I would have done that.
Yeah, there's a little
So
fighter
originally, all it
one.
was is a pet that you have. You could choose
Or
to
you could,
make
yeah,
it sleep,
pets.
eat, or it used to poo. It was so simple. The graphic was like a little thing that made noise.
And,
and
you
a
know,
little
you need a
sticky
light to shine on the screen too,
Yeah,
because
yeah,
you can't play it at
right,
night.
right.
Yeah,
You could. And when it died, you felt so bad because it was like your baby. It
Yeah.
like a little death skull.
yeah.
And you're like, oh, because
Yeah.
you're negligent. You can make it fat. You can make that was cool, bro. Tamagotchi.
I remember The Sims, because I never used to play it too much, but my sister used to play The
Simple
Sims with my
days.
cousin all the time. And I remember the Sims. Remember
Oh,
like
simulation where you can. Yeah, I know that.
yeah, and like Roller Coaster Tycoon and all that shit.
Yeah.
But
You can make some realistic, funny
I remember
stuff.
like my sister burnt down her house and like she was playing for months and had so
Sims
much
or
work
real
on
life?
Sims. Yeah, so she would put work in, you know what I mean? Had a family and all this shit, and burnt down
People
the
do that
house,
with Minecraft.
killed one of her families, killed like the pet dog or something like
By
that. You
accident?
know, of course by accident. So I think
How do you burn down the house
she
by
she was
accident?
crying though. She was crying because like you put work in there. You know?
There's grown men right
Get a
now.
job and shit.
There's grown men right now who would cry if we took their account and deleted it, including probably myself. If you took their Warzone account or something that they can never get back and deleted it, you see videos of that. There's grown dudes who would cry. If you take someone's
I would lose
2K20,
my shit. Maybe I wouldn't be crying.
but there are dudes who could probably beat their chick for doing it. 2K20, they got like they put in time and then all of a sudden it gets broken. And they're grown men.
Yeah,
They're grown men.
yeah.
And let alone the World of Warcraft players and fucking addictions. You know now they have a detox and a withdrawal for people who play kids who play Fortnite.
Guaranteed, bro.
No,
for
they actually
sure.
do. There's a withdrawal.
Bro,
man, or
there's
not, it's
kids
like
who
a
lose
detox
their
thing where they
minds
teach
when
you
they
how
can't
to-
play that shit.
These kids take my cousins didn't know the value of money, bro. They're like they used to steal my cousin's credit cards, and it's as easy as just copying the number. And
Yeah,
just
yeah.
because they don't know money, they just know V-Bucks. So you can buy V-Bucks because there's no cash value in their head. It's just that's currency in the game.
Yeah,
But I need mommy and daddy's plastic piece to play. So they go in their purse and they'll take the plastic little Visa and all of a sudden mommy and daddy realize there's $3K in the hole.
Yeah.
And see it's because lock up your credit card. You know what I mean? You good if I leave you for literally 1 minute?
Yeah.
You fall asleep on camera.
yeah. I get tired, but go ahead.
No, we're going for another bit.
Here, actually, I'm gonna come out too.
I have some questions. Okay, you know what they're gonna do? We're gonna take a little break for everybody. They're gonna
Still got lots more questions to go.
you guys
so
are just gonna see a
stay
screen for
tuned.
the next 2 minutes. You better stay tuned because we're gonna get
Just maybe fast forward a little bit more when you see us
Fast
come
forward.
back.
We'll say 4 minutes, but I'm
You
gonna
can
start
even
getting
put it
into
in
some
the
shit.
description too. What time we come back?
Yeah, actually, you know what? We will. Allow that. But right now, off the top of our head,
Start
Yeah.
108. Wait,
108. Okay. So at 108, we're gonna
Wait.
start pausing.
it's already been an hour or no?
Yeah, it's been an hour and 8 minutes, bro. It's
Seriously?
almost 2 in the morning.
Jeez.
Yeah, I
It's
know.
already been
But
an
we're gonna
hour.
keep going.
We got lots more to go.
We do this, so I'll see you guys in a couple minutes.
Plus, I think 2-3 hours.
We're back.
Yeah, buddy.
Back from our commercial break. So yeah, how you guys doing? Don't ask what we were doing. It ain't none of your business. No, joking. You know, people were probably, oh, what you guys doing your break? I took a piss, man. I'm allowed doing that. I'm a human.
And a bong grip. Quick bong grip.
Yeah, I had one of those.
All right, we'll jump right back in. Ready?
Hold on, man. Let me get comfortable again. Oh, my balls are sticking to each other. BSTL, balls stuck to leg. Remember that? Remember
What's
that
up?
acronym? Ball, BSTL?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Balls stuck to leg.
I don't know if you heard me.
Yeah. No, I already knew, obviously.
Yeah, BSTL. Oh my god, you remember? I'm just going yanon. That was one of the things. If you had non-pubes,
Yeah, yeah.
I just go yanon.
Ew.
What kind of yanon?
Yeah.
Okay, what up? I don't have pubes.
Yeah.
It's funny because when we were younger. This is a fact because I know I could say this proudly now. Before I had pubic hair, I had a man penis. I didn't know this as a child. Like I was insecure because I'd watch porn. And this is off topic. I used to watch porn in grade 5 because I chill with like older people.
Yeah.
And like these dudes got hogs. So I'm a kid thinking like, what do I got? I got nothing. Until you see my, you're around guys and boys. You're a kid. Like I remember I was peeing. I'm not gonna say who in elementary school. And I glanced. And he had just a kid penis, but it was like in my head a micro because I thought I was small.
Honestly, when I was like a little kid, my dad used to take me like the YMCA all the time, and like all the dudes there, there's old dudes just walk around and I'm like, yo, these guys. I'm like, yo, mine was just like there's just
I was just gonna say my stuff was I don't even get it. Yeah.
They had some micros, and I'm just like, yo, what's going on with these guys? Like, what the fuck?
My mom said when I was
not that I'm staring, but sometimes it's just,
no,
you're a little
whatever.
kid.
I'm decent in doubt. I'm gonna admit it. And my mom's funny because she's like a couple years ago. She's awkward. She asked me about it because when I was a baby, it was known that I guess like a baby, like infant baby. All my uncles were like, too bad it didn't keep going or whatever, 12-inch hog. But apparently I had a pinky size. Guys now don't even have that as a baby. So they're like, oh, he's gonna be fuck off, right? But like, imagine that you give birth to a baby and he's like, he's got a big dick for a baby.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Oh my god, that'd be weird though. Anyway, I had to say that.
All right. Back to our random questions. What do you do with your shopping cart when you're done with it at the grocery store?
Because I worked at one, I put it away.
You put it away?
Yeah, we worked at a grocery store, so I gotta give them respect. You need that quarterback, baby.
Yeah.
Sometimes you pick that up and you don't put the first quarter in. You get that quarterback though; it didn't even belong to you.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
So, like,
yeah.
You put that away because you got incentive,
Yeah.
or you just be a cocksucker. You just leave it right in your parking spot. But no, it doesn't matter. Depending on the day. How about you?
I guess sometimes it's like random because I'm usually like not really like.
So what you're saying is, if you're feeling like a dick, you'll just leave it there.
Like if I didn't really
depending
grab
how you
that
feel,
much
you said.
stuff, then maybe I'll just leave it in the store. Like for the most part, I put it away, but sometimes.
Well, they have they have the corrals,
or,
the buggy
or if
corrals.
the shit's like way too far away. No, I usually just put it
They
away
have the
anyways.
buggy
now.
corrals like every 10 cars.
Yeah.
Realistically, so like.
Yeah.
Just go put it away.
Sometimes I'll just leave it in the store.
Or you
though,
can ask people because
sometimes I'll carry it right then and there and walk it to my car and I'll
Food
fucking.
Basics, we had the carriers as well. So some people they didn't even have to put their buggy anywhere. We would help them bring it, and we would take the buggy back. You know what I mean? But like that's BS.
Food Basics was.
Let's say some big basic stories. Yo, I'm gonna say some funny shit right now. Not even our stories, bro. So we used to work collectively at a grocery store. Okay, I'm not gonna say he said Food Basics. We'll keep it at that.
Yeah.
There was enough people to make a fucking reality TV show that were our age and older. This place was full of sex, drugs, and everything in between.
It was
and
like,
my poor mother still works there, and I hope she doesn't see this
there
because
was so
she
many
doesn't
characters there too. It could have been like a show. Like it would have been.
That's what it would have been like The Office.
Yeah.
So our boss,
but just way better.
he was a cocaine dealer.
Whoa.
Statute of limitations, buddy. This was like 15 years ago. I don't care. So the fact that he did what he did turned our store crazy. No, this comes with the story because a bomb was left. Do you remember that? Okay, at our drive-through, we had a drive-through for our pharmacy. Put my mic here.
Yeah, is mine turned on too? Because did you mute our stills?
No, yours is good, man. Don't worry. I just can't hear myself.
No, because I remember like when we left, you muted them.
No, I didn't mute them. It was on a different scene, so there's no mics connected to it. But anyway, there was a bomb, like a grenade, that somebody left for our boss. I almost said his name. At the drive-in for the
drugstore.
The drug bar, and like I'm like they called the bomb squad. He showed me the picture of like the license plate. They couldn't re-render it, but they had the guy. And then a separate situation. Rest in peace, actually, because this guy actually passed away. I'm not gonna say his name, but he worked there.
Yeah.
and he got brass knocked in the face. They're like, he was a buggy boy, right?
Yeah, they just.
And they're like, this is for Tony.
Oh.
And they, bam, knocked his face.
Hey.
He was 5-starred, bro. This is for Tony. That's not fair. And then another thing. Again, these aren't stories of dust. These are just random, like, our ATM was robbed. I'm not going to get into details. So the ATM was robbed at work. And not going to get into stories of that. There was they found in the back a stabbing must have happened because where our location was gangster. They found a white like
it was
shirt,
a crazy place to work,
and there was holes in it with blood all over. And we were
like,
young.
Meanwhile, I was 14 years old working at this store too.
And the stuff we did
14.
there, weed's
I wasn't
legal
even
now.
legally allowed to work. And
no, you weren't.
Yeah.
Well, that maybe we should. Screw it. We're not gonna edit that out. But yeah, a buddy here worked. Your mom worked first as well.
She worked there for a bit.
So the department,
With
I'm not
your
gonna say
mom.
the department we had.
Deli,
No, don't say, because just don't say. There was.
You mean you already?
No, I know. I'm not saying details of departments, but there was a department I worked at that had a freezer in it, and I got introduced to smoking marijuana in this freezer by simple Dougies, like those little like one-hitter cigarettes, and then eventually when I got old, what did I turn? What were we hitting? You remember?
When we got old? Like pod bongs or like
I ended up making pails, gravity bongs. This is like in the cooler.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah.
And then we were put on the dumpster delight.
Yeah.
And
or like you blow and spray at the same time.
Yeah, blow. Did you have either balls you are or how much of a slack store that is?
Yeah.
There's realistically only 2 or 3 people.
You and Phil would come. You'd pull up the water skid and just drop it right in front of the dairy cooler, so nobody could get in or out, and we would just hop on
the dumpster delight thingy was my thing. He didn't do that, so what I do is preset. Dumpster delight is a thick, nice smelling thing you dump in the dumpster. I'll put a bunch on the ground and then mop it up so it smelled like beauty.
Yeah.
But like you're taking there was a guy who used to work there that came up to me. He's tattooed gangster. He's like, hey, I'm like, what's up? He's like, yo, you stank. I'm like what? He's like, nah, you know what I'm talking about? He knew, bro. So like, it didn't.
Luckily, our boss had bigger things going on and didn't really
but my mother worked there.
care too much. Yeah.
And those days where I remember, I'm like, yo, where's my mom? Okay, let's go.
I remember Dave and shit too. We had so many nice characters, bro.
Oh, and the stuff we did with these people. Dave was like, I'm not gonna say harassed, but he was one of those guys where like, he's older, had a mustache. He at 43, he would tell you what he wants to be when he's older. He wanted to be.
He kind of mental
actor.
things going on too.
And then you know what he did? He would go
like
show
me,
you why he was gonna become. He's like, well, one day I was at City Hall and they were recording, and I was helping them move chairs. So I was like, and he's thinking moving chairs and giving
meant to be
giving the. You know what I thought though? If there was social media when we worked there, we could have got this guy famous.
Definitely, yeah.
Dave Lovett would have had a fan base following.
I remember the first time when I turned like 19. Well, actually, I was at clubs way before that, but I remember seeing him at a club.
This guy used to go to clubs. We would see this individual we're talking about before, just to give you premise of it. So like this individual would go to. He didn't drink. Okay, I think he was a crack baby. He didn't drink. Weirdest guy ever, nicest guy ever. And then this happened. Go. Where like all of a sudden he didn't know this guy was at clubs.
Well, did you
so
think
all of a sudden,
I was a story to that? I was just gonna say the first time I seen him, I was just so happy to see him out outside of
no,
work.
that's what I'm saying. So give them now. Tell me, where'd you see him? Outside of food at a club, right?
Yeah.
So this individual who was
wouldn't
43
expect it at all.
Wouldn't expect it at all. But what did he wear? Lights. He liked attention. So what people would do, he was the guy at the club that people used to take pictures with him because he was like. So he used to have like lights all over his hat. You'd think he's like on
a raver, yeah.
A raver, and he wasn't.
Yeah.
He was just a flipping weirdo.
Yeah.
And I knew him.
I remember that all
years
he'd ever
years
talk
before.
was pro line too. Show his tickets. Oh, this one's gonna be a winner. All these ones. I'm saying, all right, cool.
Dude,
I
that
don't know what
guy,
I'm looking at. Like,
he's still there to this day. When I was
he's
younger,
a lifer.
Listen to this though. When I was younger, I knew
Still
him.
love you though, Dave. If you ever listen to this, you're a fucking G, buddy.
I don't even know if he knows that phones work. But I knew him before I worked at Food Basics. So I was a kid. My mom worked there since I was born. I remember him because I was at Canada Day. There was like a thingy at Gage Park. And I remember seeing, I'm like, Ma, isn't that guy who works with you? And he was dressed in he did this every year, I found out. Dressed in Canada Day stuff from head to toe. Flags, hat. It just weird. He would come up and be like, hey guys, hey, Rolla. It's just weird. And then I started working.
He's hilarious.
Bro, I worked with him. Don't forget, I was the pop guy. So Dave was also
I used to help him out with
pop guy. And he took his job so serious. He would have a...
Oh yeah,
what do you call
notepads
it? Little notepad that attaches to you.
Or what's the fucking shit you wearing?
Oh, his little satchel, but like the...
No, what's you wearing your waist now? Fanny pack.
He would. Oh, this guy was hilarious.
He's awesome, bro.
Remember one time I'm like,
so many different characters.
Dave to the back room for the phone. So then I go to give him the phone and I put it on page There was nobody on the phone. So
Always had free lunch every time I went to work.
Hello?
Because I worked dairy, so I'd just be stealing all the yo plays and just
Oh,
fucking.
yeah.
I was so bummed.
This could be hearsay, allegedly. But
Yeah.
there was reclaim items where we can actually technically get the money. We can eat it and put it on reclaim.
Oh, look, this packaging's
Oh,
broken.
Yeah. We ate well.
Yeah.
Especially if we were baked in the dairy department. You know the type of stuff
It's pizza pockets.
dude, dough. I used to go straight up dairy. Dough from like, you know the ones in the tube for cookies?
Yeah.
I used to open them and just eat the dough.
You're not eating great then.
No, I was saying eating great, but this was like munchy food, bro. And then I'm chasing with chocolate milk. Like, you're in a dairy department. You can eat whatever you want. One time I'm going to say, when our boss sold, they went corporate, it changed everything, right?
I wasn't there for that.
No, I went back. This is like, I went back years later.
Probably did.
So I got fired the first time, but we're not going to get into that.
I remember that.
And one of my subordinates I tried fighting. And then they hired me back a couple years later. So then the new boss, everyone was scared of Jerry. Do you remember even hearing him? Redheaded guy named Jerry?
I wasn't there.
So I'm in the whatever department, frozen. He caught me in the middle of about to eating an ice cream sandwich. I'm like, and then Jerry walks by. I thought he was gonna fire me on the spot. The door was open. Like, bro, it was so embarrassing. Oh, I should have answered last week's question, embarrassing moments, because actually was embarrassed.
Yeah.
Literally, bro. I was like, and he looks at me and he stops, and I didn't even take a bite. I look at him like, it's a reclaim, and I put it down. He didn't fire me. Everyone else was like, weren't you scared? Like, no, because I worked here for 10 years and I've done a lot worse.
Yeah, and if you lose that job, I think you'll be all right.
Oh, bro. People used... I'm not getting details, but when I came back to the store, I was driving a G35 with rims and this and that, and they're like, how?
Why are you here?
How are you?
Yeah.
How? And then someone, I'm not going to say names, someone who worked with us, bought my old car off me with rims. It's like people were like, yo, how?
Oh,
how?
He was a G.
How? We're not going to say names, but like the kid bought my other car off me, and he was around me and had more money than half these losers that worked there. But that was a fun store, man.
It was honestly, other
there,
than owning my own shop, that was like one of my favorite places because it was actually fun going in. Like,
bro, it was work.
Fun. In dairy, I used to work at dairy, and I used to work
they
it by
used to have
myself.
to split us up a lot of times, but when they knew they couldn't, they're like, shit, I guess we're gonna have to put them all together. They tried splitting me miles up all the time.
Adam, because he used to work dairy, like we would just like super stock everything, so it's extra full.
For hours.
Just dip. We'd go get Dave and be like, "Yo, if anyone calls for dairy, you take the call."
Adam
and we'd be gone for like 2 hours or something.
He lived around the corner.
Yeah, and I remember
Did you get in trouble ever? I got
not once.
No.
And I remember I was super young too, so I was just kind of I was just starting to smoke weed. So
yeah,
I went to his house, hit the bong. I was all sketch going back in, and then
say that story because I want to talk.
Fine.
It was fine. You were
no, I didn't get caught.
Oh, this isn't even about getting caught. But the first time I had a real pail and got high as hell is the other. I'm not gonna say name, but our other buddy when we would walk to his house. So this is the first time I got high at work. I was 16 or 17 before any of these guys that worked with us and stuff. I was a kid, baby face and everything. We took a couple pails, like big 2 liters, and went to work. Dude, the music was matching my emotions. It was like old school 40s.
They always play the 60s
but it was
music.
Like, if I was paranoid, the music would be like like some paranoid music. And then if when I was chilling, the music changed to exactly when that emotion came.
Maybe the music made you feel that way.
Whatever it was, dude, I was high as hell. And it was like, yeah, one time though, like I was going to say I got busted, but Tony didn't yell at me. So me and Adam did what you said. We went on a break to his house around the corner for 3 hours, okay? 3 hours. We walked
That's a shift. Like that's half the shift
exactly.
right there. Yeah.
So as we're walking into the store, Tony's waiting there at the front. Lets Adam walk by him and just starts ripping into me.
Yeah.
It's like I'm following my leader. Like, he's my manager. I'm just going with him. Like, yo, he ripped me a new one. But then he'd like offer us stuff to come into work incentive. And like that place was cool, man.
It was super cool,
It was fun. Not to mention the girls and like the random stuff.
Cashiers.
Like cashiers, some of the work people, the customers.
I used to love the Asian one. I remember her name. I'm just not going to say it.
I know.
But yeah, she was my
Were you working there when there was the, I'm going to say the meat girl that something happened with me?
Yeah.
Wait. Should we say this story? Doesn't even matter.
Yeah, whatever.
I was a kid. You know what? I'm going to say it. I was 17 years old. I think that's not underage. No, I was 17 years old. Long story short, I worked on a Sunday and we used to have
sample ladies.
And I guess the whole weekend people were trying to hit on this girl and whatever. And my mom was the meat manager. And this lady worked, I guess she was a sample girl for the meat manager for Maple Leaf. My mom wanted to get this poor girl fired. I had to beg her not to. I didn't even know her name. So anyway, I show up at 8 in the morning on the Sunday. again, I was like 17, so like we used to drink like illegally, but like hold our booze. I used to come in smelling
17's not legal, bro.
illegal age. I said.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, illegal. We used to show up. I used to show up still smelling booze. My mom would be like, Costa, are you drunk? Yeah. No, I just still smell it. So I 8 in the morning, bro. Couldn't do that nowadays. So I worked from 8 to 12. Just quick shifts, right? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 4 hours. So all of a sudden I had my locker in the back where my mom's was. So I guess this meat lady was back there too. So this is how ballsy she was. I take off my shirt just to change. I'm in a beater. Our first interaction ever, she's like, how would you like if I take my shirt off in front of you across the street at the hotel? Huh? You would... What? I'm all confused. I'm like, actually, I would like that.
Yeah, very much.
So I'm not going to say a name, but the worker from my mom that sounds flamboyant.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say, you know what I'm talking about, right? He's like, she was like in her 20s. He's like, he's only 17, right? Just cock blocking me, bro. And I'm like, so-and-so, shut up.
It's all jokes.
You know what she says? Age is just a number. It was all jokes. Nah, bro. She took me across the street to the Comfort Inn, did what we did, and I'm a kid. So I remember I left my belt at the hotel and had baler twine as a belt.
Yeah.
So like I come back into work. My pants are falling. I had the biggest smile on my face because I'm a child. My hair was all messed up. Yeah. And everyone was hating on me in the store because I'm the one who took the girl, and everyone had all the kid to get with
trying. Everyone tried.
Tony was chirping me.
Yeah.
Think you're shit bad. Bro, she told me you were the first one to try to get one.
Yeah.
He used to have sex with all the cashiers to the point where his fucking wife was the hiring for them.
Yeah, I know. Do you know what?
She stopped hiring them.
You gotta stop talking.
Yeah, I know. She ain't gonna see this. They ain't gonna see this. But no, that's what it was. It was just like, it was a fun place.
Great place. Move on to the next question.
We're gonna dedicate we're gonna add Miles in this one day. We'll dedicate an entire podcast
because he probably has a lot of memories that we can't remember right now.
Exactly. We'll tell you guys stories that you wouldn't be able to fathom. Oh, funny.
All right.
Funny as hell. I like that story time.
How many second graders do you think you could fight off before you become overwhelmed?
I love this.
How old is the second grade though? Like how old are you as a kid?
Okay, my cousin now is I think second. And you mean fight like really like not holding back?
No,
right?
Not at all.
And are they coming in infinite hordes, or is there a certain number? And then once you're done with that number,
if it's one at a time, you're obviously.
Well, no. Okay, I'd say 100. I'd say 100 because the more you take out, the less you have, and they're one hitters each. Are they going to inflict damage on you realistically? How many are going to hit you at once? 5, 6?
Let's say like sack you or something like that.
Well, I don't know. My number's 100. What's yours? We'll debate this. Realistically, that's funny. I just want a number 2 overwhelm myself to try to get to. Because like after 20, I'm going to be tired.
The only thing that would stop me was getting tired.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying.
But like other than that.
Bro, you can lift a kid up and swing him by his legs and take out the other kids. You can intimidate them. You can, you know what I mean? Like, dude, they're one hitters. You can lift them up and take out 10 with one throw. Like using one kid, you could throw them at the group. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, maybe like I'll put like say like 50 or something, just because like.
You know what though? Realistically, it's probably like 15. Like we probably get it at because once you drop to your knees and they're kids, they're relentless.
Yeah.
Like you said, they'll bite you. They'll go for your nuts.
The only thing that'll stop is just getting tired because once you give them a haymaker, like
they'll
there's one. There's one. It's just up to you getting tired. It doesn't
take a lot
or
of
not.
effort, I wouldn't think, to take one. We're not saying by any means. This is hypothetical.
It's
you guys can answer this on your own too. What would you do?
Yeah.
But
some of the questions we asked too, just throw your answers in the comments.
Yeah, why not? Comment your answer. Bring up the exact question that we asked and say your answer, guys. We would love to hear your answers. But I want to still get on this. So like, we can kick these kids. There's so many different things we could do. If you get tired and you're on your knees, you're finally at their height.
Yeah.
So you just box them out.
They're little kids. Like
you box them out. Stop bringing that up because it makes it worse when you get. They're small people.
Yeah, it's terrible.
So like, their hits don't hurt. They don't. You're just gonna knock them out.
That's one of the kids got some like fighting background.
I don't care if he does. He's not gonna force behind that punch. But all it takes is one like lucky. It'll just annoy you.
If they can even reach up to your face.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You might not be able to reach.
No, that's even worse. I mean, they're just pure nut shots. You're gonna have all these
kids.
You're gonna have to. Yeah. You can't punch because you have to have one hand blocking your nuts. You would, because you would have, bro. That's what they're going for. So what I would do is take off my shirt, make a jock out of it, and just use that jock to like protect my junk, and then use my hands. Because you have to be covering yourself, bro. You don't think they're gonna go for your balls?
That's the first thing I said. Unless they get
right.
sacked,
they'll drop to your, and then you drop to your knees.
Then it's an instant drop to your
knees. And they'll start pulling your hair, biting your ears.
Yeah, and when they're swarming you,
they'll
it's like,
oh, you're done.
It's still not. It's
you know what though? No, I still think I would take them out.
Same, yeah.
Because you can't knock me out.
You got force, yeah. Maybe we should change it. Now we're talking about
breaking skulls.
We'll go on. We'll move on.
I would definitely kill half of them.
Definitely.
There'd be broken body parts everywhere. Hopefully your kid isn't one of these hypothetical ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait till VR comes out. That's gonna be one of the things. Virtual reality. It's
Yeah.
like how many students you think you can take out? You're
Yeah.
just sitting there
You're just
scrapping
sweating buckets behind
You're
that.
fighting like 100 students. What movie's off where he uses he takes a skateboard, he just starts bashing the kids with
Oh, no.
Dirty Grandpa, I think. Oh no, Santa, Dirty Santa. That's what it is.
Bad Santa.
Badder Santa. Yeah. He skateboards a kid in the head.
All right. When you poop in a public toilet, do you hover,
God.
build a nest, or just sit down?
A public toilet meaning even food basics, right?
Any
Anywhere
toilet,
but your house.
Any public toilet.
Nesting meaning put a.
Yeah, so hover, you either kind of squat there, you build a nest, which means you just lay down a bunch of toilet paper,
Yeah.
or just fucking sit on the thing.
No, I nest it. Cause
Yeah?
like I used to have a thing. Yeah, I nest it straight up.
Yeah.
If you want to why, just because it's obvious, it just feels better because it's even though it's just as dirty. It just for my mental,
Well, not
it's
really,
like I don't give a damn. It's probably bad. And there's a lot of times where no, I nest it. I heard your answer earlier.
Down the
Tell them your
toilet
answer. That's disgusting.
It depends on the condition of the toilet.
You know you can get okay.
Because
there's not
like,
obvious shit stains?
it's either I hover,
These things are microscopic.
or sometimes I even like kind of lightly. This is gonna sound stupid.
you
yeah.
hover before you get your next thing. You squat kind
If it's like they say all the stalls are in the same position, in the same condition. I mean like I don't even want to clean it. Or
I know what you mean. Like
even with the toilet paper on it, it's not gonna help.
like
You
at
know.
a studio, like a
Then-
soccer stadium or something.
Yeah. Then
you squat. That's how you come out like pancake.
yeah.
'Cause you're
But
Good for you.
or
They used to squat back in the day.
sometimes this sounds weird. Sometimes I'll kind of like lightly like spit on the bowl and then clean it and then
on
sit
the
on
bowl
it.
or on the
The
rim,
seat,
on the seat.
seat.
You know what? I've done that once or
Like I
twice.
just kind of do like a little,
Yeah.
you know, not like cork, just a
No,
little,
spit
and then
check.
just wipe
And it's
it.
dry.
and
Wait, and then you
sometimes
sit
I'll
your
sit
bare butt on it?
Hmm?
Yeah, I would do that, but then still build a nest. You would do that and then sit your bare ass. So that's your
Yeah.
version of cleaning.
And if I'm drunk,
Hand sterilizer. If you
then
have
I'll
nowadays,
then I'll
hand
just fucking
sterilizer?
sit right on the thing.
Oh, if I'm drunk, I'll shit
unless
my
it's
pants.
piss on it and shit like that. But like,
Why
I'll
would you
still
go to
clean
public?
it.
Yeah, okay, makes
But,
sense. Club. That's actually funny.
Yeah.
But nowadays, hand sanitizer everybody has. I would just hand sanitize it with a napkin.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't even
And
miss.
yo, they're actually like most restaurants now are like cleaning
clean
every
it.
half
They
hour.
have to. They have
So
to.
that's pretty sweet.
Can you get COVID by sitting on COVID?
Bro, you ain't
What
getting
would
no
COVID? Okay, someone coughs, COVID lands on the seat. Okay, hypothetically, you sit on the seat. Can it enter your system? Like your butthole? I know it's saliva, right? And
Well,
shit like that. So, like,
most of the viruses we catch are through like, but no, I don't
If you
think so.
sit
Because
on
don't you
COVID-
need to like touch your face after?
but
or
a
something
girl
like
can
that?
get pregnant if she sits on a toilet that has cum on it.
Seriously?
Yeah, because it's live. Yeah, hell yeah. If there's live semen and she sits on a nice spot and it gets inside of her vagina, she can get pregnant. It's a known thing. It's fucked
Yeah.
up. Yeah. So like, depends. I guess I don't know.
I've never heard that.
COVID, but
If you were a chair,
that's
Or-
gonna be
or-
the
or
thumbnail.
how about
COVID,
this?
but
it's
let me ask you. Give me your phone. Just let me
we're
continue.
both
You're the same
doesn't
thing. I
matter,
know.
yeah. I haven't really answered. I mean, I don't.
Well, at least I'm asking you first. You know what I mean? For some of them. Ask away.
Okay, I'll ask myself.
No, ask me. Ask me. And then I'll ask you.
If you were a chair, or I could say if your face was a chair,
Sit
would
on
you
my face, baby.
who would you like
Oh.
to sit on you?
So what girl would I want to eat out the rest of my life? There's so many, but they're newer ones. Okay, I don't know.
Or I'll go ahead and answer mine.
answer
Well,
mine.
I don't have an answer. I
Someone
would need to
famous.
go on my Instagram and
Yeah, same.
I would have to go on my IG and.
Real butt or fake butt?
I
back
guess
to
that wouldn't
that.
really matter.
Yeah, what? She's sitting on your face. You wouldn't want fucking a fake ass sitting on
Yeah.
your face. Someone famous. I don't know. Some hot ass famous.
Yeah, I would have to go on my IG and
anyone,
find
like,
one.
Pick any of the hot ones. Any of them. Is that what your question? Who would you want sitting on your toilet face?
For the rest of your life.
No. If you were a toilet seat.
Yo,
Okay. If you were a toilet seat and you still had to pick a hot chick, what hot chick would you want shitting it on you? And then you like, I'm not into that, so I'd be disgusting.
yeah, I'm wrong.
So it's like I would still pick the hottest one, or they would turn you off, and I'd be like, "Yo, Precious, that girl from Precious."
Yeah,
Movie Precious.
yeah.
You know, that's what I'm used for. Use me.
Y'all want something funny? Yo, my boy. This is the first time I heard this one too, cause like he fucking there's some hot chick working at the bar, and like I forget her name, but Greg, yo, he fucking.
Don't say names. But okay.
I don't care because it's fucking
Yeah,
Kovacs.
yeah.
It's just funny.
Oh my God,
You
you
wouldn't
said the
expect
last name. I have to
nothing
get rid of the
less.
last
You wouldn't
name.
expect
No last
nothing
name,
less
no
from
last
him.
name.
But he goes up to this girl, the bartender,
Oh.
and he's like, I wish every seat in the or I wish every chair in the world would disappear just so you could sit on my face. That was the first time I heard that, and I
What was
fucking
her
just
reaction,
died.
bro?
She like laughed, but like
So-
it was a
oh,
fake
really?
laugh. It was a fake. Like it
'cause
wasn't.
there's some girls that would take that to.
Yeah, but like
I've said some vulgar shit and I got away with it, so I could see him doing that. That's funny.
it was fucking hilarious.
I
That
would
was the
never
first
use
time I heard
'cause
that
it's
one.
corny, but that's funny. I would say,
No,
what?
he just meant it though.
We can get away with it
it.
if we're hammered. Or when you see some girls like that's
Some
the
girls would
icebreaker
like
to
that
finally
shit, yeah,
get in
for
with
sure.
her. Like that line will get you laid.
Because like
You
even
know what I mean?
I watch like
Like,
even
you
like
can go up to
milk
girl, like,
boys and
sit on
shit
my
like
face.
that, and like they say
she'll be
random
like-
ass shit to girls, and like they like it. They'll laugh unless like they know if you're actually anyone using a pickup line, and like unless you're just
Sexually harassing. No, I'm saying
No.
the pick up line that you're joking, or what we would do at Gov, me and my cousin.
Yeah,
pretty
if
much
you're
sexually
joking,
harass
like,
girls
I'm
and
pretty
get away
sure
with
the girl
it.
would know
'cause
you're
they're
joking
down.
and might laugh because I don't think you're actually using a pickup line to actually pick up a girl
Yeah.
unless you're trying to make her laugh.
Yeah,
and
but
then
there
you
are some
pick her
guys
up.
that actually think that are
That's what I'm saying. I don't, like
those
there's-
are corny.
Yeah, that's if you really think that's
Like,
like you,
okay,
that's
first
your
off,
plan.
if it's worked for you before, you ain't wheeling the right kind of girls. If you're just wheeling them with like these corny ass lines, like I have lines where like if I'll be beside a girl and we're at a cashier and I'll just make a joke. This ain't a pickup line; it's a joke to break the ice, and then we start talking, and then normal conversations appear. You know what I mean? Shit like that. But like, nah, I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah.
That's funny.
We'll jump right to the next. Would you rather be able to play every musical instrument or speak every language fluently?
Speak every language fluently.
Yeah.
Even though instruments are beautiful, you'd be able to travel the world. I'd speak
Yeah.
every
same,
language fluently.
same answer for me.
Actually, you know what? It's a hard one, but yeah, because like
Language,
every
'cause I
instrument,
have to
bro,
know
that's
language.
every instrument. You know how peaceful that would be?
Yeah, still, I would rather
Like,
be able to speak.
But to speak, okay, you can live your rest of your life without speaking to a soul and just play music. Like, if you
I
need
don't
to speak,
know.
then you need to speak. But we're in a society. We're not in fucking. We need to speak. I would speak every language.
Yeah, same.
That's pretty. I
Okay.
don't know. Let's get some juicy ones.
Well,
These are all
I was
good.
gonna say it just goes with this. Which instrument, if you had to choose, if you're just
Piano.
Piano. Yeah.
I know yours is probably the same, right?
No, I was thinking either guitar or harmonica, but harmonica's kind of like. I like it though. I like blues. I like
so
blues.
just a melody and like, but
Yeah.
yeah, all of them. Music's music. You know what I mean?
Music's awesome.
Yeah, guitar even. You know, drums, but
Would
and then you can use the piano string to kill people if you need. You know.
Yeah, you mentioned that last time. When
Did I?
When we were talking about
See?
when we were talking about what you bring on an island, and then I go maybe an instrument. They're like, no, yo, take the strings out and try to kill myself and shit.
I didn't say myself today. It makes sense, or something else. But yeah,
Yeah.
it makes sense. You can use it.
Would you prefer to be buried or cremated?
Buried, so I could be one with the earth again, and
Yeah,
like you
same.
let the. Or buried in a coffin though, or in the dirt. I'd rather be buried in the dirt, so like I can go back to the earth, like they could feed on my body and blah 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 and all that corny stuff. You become with the soil.
Give back a little
Yeah,
bit.
give
you
back
know?
a little bit. And I think it's against my religion to get cremated.
Is it?
Yeah, and I wouldn't want my body burnt. Let it dissolve on its own. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and then what? You got to carry around an urn with my ashes and remind you like all the time that that's my body. That's not fair. And then
Spread them somewhere.
And then they get up in smoke and fucking you're 17 finally, your kids, and they smoke you.
This one should be easy. Would you rather lose an arm or a leg?
How is that easy?
I would pick arm. Losing a fucking still.
I would lose a leg, bro. You can. No.
Actually, yeah, because then you get one of those fake legs, and they're
Yeah,
not
and
that
then you can
bad.
get those cool. An arm is like
Yeah, now that
you're
I'm
losing
thinking
an
about it.
elbow and a hand with your arm and fingers that you use daily. A leg, you can get a fake
Yeah,
one and
maybe
walk.
you're right
You do
with
way
the
more
leg.
with your hands, bro.
Because now
How
they
did you
got.
jerk off?
Now they
You
got
might use
the.
one hand, but how did you got it? I don't use two hands when I jerk off. I let the girl do that, but you know, get my point.
Yeah, like when I first thought of that question, I'm like my arm, because then I can still walk. But now, like those fucking little things they got, those mechanical legs are actually fucking
Well, let's say
pretty
you can't.
sweet.
Let's say even if you're in a wheelchair, but like you still have your arms, bro. They don't like without an arm. You have
Okay,
to.
what if it
everything
was
with one.
both? Like, I mean, either 2 legs or 2 arms.
My legs. Imagine not
really-
having arms. You're a stump. You can't do anything. You can't wash your face.
Yeah,
you can't
you are
barber.
pretty
You can do
useless.
everything you could do now with no legs.
Yeah.
You can't with no arms.
Yeah, you're right. You're
Go
right.
pleasure a girl with your feet.
You're right.
Go jerk off with your feet. Go. I'm getting sexual. Go do anything with your feet.
Yeah.
You mastered it. Go play an instrument.
People
with your
have mastered that shit, yo.
Play an
It's actually
instrument with
crazy.
your
Even like living
feet. I say
daily
that
life.
they drive their cars with their feet and this and that, but you have to master it. I've already mastered my hands. Sorry, fine, bye.
Yeah, it's
I'm
funny. 'Cause
good.
when I first seen that question, I was like, obviously my arm. But now that I hear it more and more, I'm just like, yeah, you're kind of right.
I set everything up here with my arms. Not my
Yeah.
feet. I don't want to.
And
I don't
just
have to
having
learn.
no arms is just like
You're a stump.
you're just
You just look
nothing,
like
yeah.
a stump.
And you can't. Yeah, that's.
I'm not gonna cut
Yeah,
up amputees,
fuck.
but that would look funny. Pun not intended. I wouldn't cut up amputees.
That's jokes. All right. If you were given If you were given $1 million today, how would you spend it?
I'd invest it.
Yeah,
I'd double it. So
there you go.
Where? I don't know exactly. I'd have to do some research. Probably on the street. No, realistically, I'd invest. I wouldn't spend it. I would use the earnings from that and live off it. $1 million is dick these days, bro. You can't live off $1 million.
What if like you had to spend
you answer
it?
first.
What
If I had to, like if you have 24 hours to spend the money.
Not 24 hours, just
I'm
like
just saying hypothetically, it's like
you can't save any of this or invest it. You just kind of have to spend it.
Okay, I'll buy a house, obviously.
Yeah.
One
same.
affordable enough that it's paid off, so I don't
Yeah,
have to,
completely.
but then you have to pay a mortgage and stuff, obviously, or not your mortgage, so your
bills
your
and stuff. But
your
that's
heat,
nothing.
hydro,
No.
you know what I mean.
Once
so
the mortgage is done, that's
no, your heat and hydro you still have to pay for. So I'll get like solar shit, so I don't have to pay for that.
Yeah.
And then if there's anything left over, I treat myself to some nice fucking clothing, maybe a nice car, but like definitely essentials, like bare essentials that's gonna last you the rest of your life.
Yeah, I'm the exact same thing. It's
But
buy
like,
a house.
I still can't go invest. I have to, but you can't. You're saying, right? So there's a life where investing doesn't exist. Still, I'll somehow find a way to make more of
it's
it.
probably like house,
Gamble,
pay everything off,
offer somebody
cars.
If you have the same
little
amount,
jewelry,
I'll match
little
you.
clothes.
Let's roll some dice. Yeah,
That's
an adult way of answering it.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I would have had a completely different.
Yeah.
Drugs and partying. You know what I mean? Like,
fuck.
Live the candle burning both ends, buddy.
Would you rather time travel to the past or the future, and what would you do?
The past, because I could change stuff, which is fucked up. But the future, why? You can't do anything. You could just be depressed that it turned the way it did.
No, you can come back to reality, though. Or you can come back to present
and then
time.
You change certain things.
You could come back to present time.
But that's pretty much the same thing. But you can do that earlier, so I'd go back.
Because
if you can go in the future and see how it looks, and then go back to your present, you know what to change for your future. But if you can go back in the past, you could change things that you don't like so far. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it might be butterfly effect, and you come back and everything's all completely messed.
Yeah.
Because like the time travel paradox. But like, no, I go in the past. What about you?
I'd probably go to the future, just because like you could even like see like sport games that are winning and shit like that, and then you come back in your time, bet on them, or like even like lottery numbers. You can fast forward to next week's lottery.
They did that in Back to the Future, the second one. He got the
shit like that, and just to see what it's like for sure. I'd want to see what it's like in the future. Then I could tell people, like I could be like the next fucking prediction. What do you call someone who's a
Nostradamus?
Yeah, someone like that.
But you said you have to come back, so you can't go in the future and do much and come back.
Well, you just to look around and, like I said, just find a couple lottery winning numbers.
How are you gonna predict stuff if it already happened? You don't know what's gonna happen in the future. Oh, when you come back.
Yeah, you know what's gonna happen now.
But it's the same thing. If you go back to the past, you just tell the old self. And I
it
prevented 9/11.
works both ways.
I prevented, you know what I mean? It's the same thing, but just earlier on in life.
You can't change too much though, because
then you'll lose a lot of your. Let's say I changed one thing and then I didn't meet you.
Remember Family Guy covered that. Brian changed 9/11 and then the fucking world is fucked up. Yeah.
But like one thing I changed could lead to like I wouldn't be here anymore because I'd be rich somewhere else.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
that's why in the past I don't regret nothing in my life.
I'd be content with my life.
Learn from things, you know.
Exactly. I'd be content with everything I did already.
Yeah, same.
I wouldn't even want to go to the future then.
Well, I would
just
see what it's like. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Fuck me up. Because what if like I'm dead?
If you had a choice.
What if I'm okay? Let's say you're all jacked and deezed, and then I'm gonna be jacked and deezed, but because you think you're jacked and deezed, it enables you to be lazy and you're not jacked and deezed. You know what I mean? Because you're like, I'll be jacked and deezed. I seen the future.
Yeah.
But because you've seen it, you slacked. You know what I'm saying?
But if that's the future, then isn't it just bound to happen?
No, because now you go back to reality and you've seen
so
what the future that changes
ways.
consistently. Yeah, your future constantly changes every second.
So
every decision.
Would you still pick the past? You're still gonna stick to your answer? Yeah.
It would be fucked up, but just to see what happens.
Yeah.
Because all of a sudden you get back to the future. No, but I still would. But you know what sucks? You come back and everything's different. All of a sudden you're not in your same room. I might not be in my city. I might be somewhere else because I made some decisions and fixed stuff or changed stuff, or
come back to the
I wake
past,
up in jail even or something.
Yeah,
like, and you're like, or you wake up and you don't because you're dead and you never lived.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Who knows? Because I've had some things that should have killed me. Let's say these decisions made that happen. I did die, or like who knows what? You change a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know, that's interesting.
If you can get away with it, how would you kill someone?
I thought of this way too much. Personally, I'd poison them. And then I'm gonna get into this anyway because you can't just leave them there. If it's to get rid of actually, I'll poison them.
You can get away with it. Remember?
I'm saying, like, do you have to get rid of the body as well?
No. You could get away with it.
Poke them if this is in front of you. Poke them with a.
You could do it in front of the police and they won't even care. You know, you completely get away with it.
I'd probably I'd torture you then. I would bring in. I mean, if you're trying to be
sicko,
yeah. If I'm trying to be slick, I'd just inject you with air or something, just a quick death.
Yeah.
But if you're saying I'm allowed to,
yeah.
First off, I won't kill anybody. But if I'm allowed to, and in front of cops, who knows? I'd have a table with all my options there, like Dexter,
Yeah.
straight up, and I'd be like, let's see what this does. Let's see what this does. Like, oh, what does this look like inside?
Jeez.
You're the one who asked. I'm just telling y'all. I would never do this, but hypothetically.
Yeah, hypothetically, once again.
Yeah. What about you? How would you kill somebody if you could?
I would just blast him in the face with a shotgun. That's it.
That'd be the end from my thing. But
Well, I wouldn't really want to like
you'd watch their head
do all
fly
that
off.
torture shit. That's not really.
You'd watch their head fly
you're
off.
just a sicko.
So it's like there's no reason, right? It's just kill.
No reason, just to kill, just to say you did it. I guess figure out
Like
yourself.
The purge, like the like
Yeah,
the
I guess
purge.
so. Yeah, if there's a purge.
It'd fuck me up after if I.
I know. I still wouldn't want to do this, but
Again, I wouldn't kill
if you,
anybody,
it's
but if,
hypothetically. It's all
Yeah,
hypothetical.
exactly. That's
you
why
know.
it's hypothetical.
I would probably I would just go with the shotgun,
I'd
just
figure
shot you
rip
to the
rip 'em
face.
apart and see what it looks like inside. No.
Yeah, fucking
Curious.
like back in school, you just dissect
Yeah,
the
just
human
dissect
body.
and fucking see how. Yeah. Just
Oh,
learn.
sweet.
No, then you
cool.
would know after where you could. You know those movies where they stab someone 27 times, but they know where to, so you survive. I would know like where to avoid. I'm getting into some sick serial killer shit right now.
What song do you want to be played at your funeral?
In the arms of an angel. No joke. The only reason I'm saying that is because my dad asked me when we were kids to play that at his funeral for some reason. But it'd probably like hit him up or something stupid or funny.
Tupac?
Yeah,
That's
it'd probably,
jokes, yeah.
it'd probably sound like
That would be right. That would be right.
It probably would be something like that.
Tupac.
If it was like now,
If Tupac's not being played at Kosa's funeral, then I would actually have something to say. Yeah.
bro. But that
And
would
if something ever happens to you,
that would bring
this
life
is
to
proof.
it. People would
I'll
laugh.
tell Vula and your dad
Yeah,
that
and
you
I
gotta
said
play
we're white
Tupac.
boys. I always said that to my family. If I ever go before my time, don't wear black because then people you could tell
Yeah.
it's a funeral.
Yeah.
Wear white. I know it's like a wedding thing. Just and it's
You
positive.
have always said
And
that.
then you remember that, and like say stories about it. Like don't talk about the good times, and then you're gonna hear, so I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker, take
Yeah.
money. Everyone's gonna laugh.
Yeah.
Tupac. You're not gonna want to play in the arms of an angel.
That's
Everyone
hilarious.
cries.
Yeah.
Fuck that, man. There was one thing before you answer. Some guy played a joke on his family. He was dead, but as they
He
were
played
lowering
a
his
joke on
coffin,
his family saying.
no, he was already dead. But
Is
it
this
was his
real?
last joke. He was already dead.
Oh, okay.
But as they're lowering his casket, they had a speaker. They had a speaker in his coffin and in the hole. So this would suck for the family, but you could hear him knocking on the coffin. And he's like, guys, hey. He had an accent from like the UK or something. He's like, let me out. He's like yelling. But he was dead. But his whole family was laughing as they're lowering the coffin.
What
it was
the
like he
fuck?
pre-recorded
That's
this for his
jokes.
funeral. And he's like, yo, whatever the slang is, but he's cutting them up and stuff, saying like, stop this. And he's like, but what if there's a kid there that's like, daddy or uncle?
Well, yo, anyone, you did that to your family.
Bro, they were
right?
laughing. It was clearly a joke. They knew this wasn't a serious thing, right? But still, like that fuck some people up.
It almost would give you some sort of false hope, even for a second, even though you know he's dead. It's just you hear that. And
That's
like,
his personality.
when
Though.
someone
It's like
dies,
that
you
would
just want them
remind
to come right back. When you hear something like
Maybe
that,
that's what they needed. It's like one last hurrah, and it's like that's the memory you go with, like
Oh,
laughing
fuck,
at his
that is-
funeral.
that is jokes,
you know what I mean?
man.
Laughing at
That's
the funeral.
fucked
Like
up,
yo, guy
bro.
went out like a G. Like he went out as I remember him. Like you know what I mean? Like we were laughing while they were lowering his casket.
Yeah.
Like, we were laughing while they like that is funny. I should show you right now. We don't have time, but he said some funny stuff. It's on YouTube. Look up like funny funeral. You'll probably find it right away.
Yeah, something like that.
It's funny. It's funny. Everybody look it up. The guy, he's creative. Again, it's pretty morbid, but that was probably his personality, bro.
Yeah,
His family was laughing. Everyone was howling. There was no cries.
yeah.
There was no cries.
That's hilarious.
Because he kept knocking and yelling louder. But he wasn't knocking. That's a part of the recording.
Yeah.
I think that'd be fucked up. But if I was at a funeral and they did that, I'd be laughing and crying. You know what I mean? Like it goes hand in hand.
It's funny. Yeah.
What about you?
It's probably "Simple Man" by Leonard Skinner. I like that song. So
Which
baby,
one?
be a simple.
Oh yeah, that's why
God,
everyone's crying at your funeral. But that's a good song.
I like the song
Yeah,
though.
yeah, that's-
I
that's-
love
that's-
Skinner.
And then you ruin it for everyone the rest of the time. They hear that at a club or anywhere. They would cry because
They're not
your
going to be
funeral.
playing Leonard Skinner at the
No,
club.
not at all. Never. But you know what I mean. Same
What-
with Tupac.
What crime do you think you'd be arrested for? Guess you could have almost got arrested yesterday when you punched out that fucking crackhead.
What would I want? Would I want to get arrested for?
No, what crime do you think you'd be arrested for? Unless it's going to incriminate you. That
Okay, if
then-
it's not incriminating me, something stupid like a fight because like a cop was there yesterday, for example, and then I would get arrested.
Yeah.
Chances are, because I'm not gonna say murder because I'm not a killer. I'm not gonna say something else because I'm not. So realistically, something stupid that could have been prevented.
Yeah.
Like if I had the choice, it'd be something like murder. So when I go in, they know like, yo, what's your rap sheet? Yo, I killed 18 people. They
Yeah.
wouldn't fuck with you in jail, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Probably like I'm punching someone out or something stupid. Yeah, probably something like that. But you,
I'd probably think like stunt driving or dangerous driving or street
I
racing.
can see that. Considering you
usually,
wrapped your car around how many trees and poles.
Yeah, that's the way I would
can
get
see that.
arrested for sure.
I can see that.
I don't see any other way. It probably has to be some big speeding ticket or some big.
Well, let's say you did what
50
you did.
plus,
and
50
happened,
kilometers
and
plus.
they checked your blood or something, and you just hypothetically,
Yeah,
like, there's a reason why. Hypothetically.
Yeah. It'd be a driving thing for me.
Yeah, it makes sense. For me, it'd be fighting something violent. Oops.
We'll try to pick one thing here because this could obviously go into lots of detail. But what is something you believe that most people don't?
Oh my god!
I know we can go on for even all the conspiracies and shit like that.
I'm just trying to think opinions that I have strong opinion that most people don't.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think like someone could say, "Oh, liking Trump," but like,
I'll answer mine quick.
the answer is very
moon landing.
Say that?
The moon landing. I don't think we've been to the moon.
Did you say something we do believe and most don't?
No, what is something you... Oh, okay, yeah.
So you're saying
yeah,
opposite.
I guess it is the opposite, yeah.
Something you believe. So it could be
Okay,
like
well,
flat
I
Earth,
believe
for
that we
example.
didn't go to the moon.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, there you
go. That most people... Okay.
Yeah, they don't
But
believe that,
I think
you
most
know?
people... Okay, if you want to go that route, I'd say 9/11.
Yeah, that too. I agree with that one, for sure.
Like, it didn't happen, I'm saying. 9/11.
No, yeah, I know
inside
what you
job
mean.
and blah, blah, blah. Jet fuel cannot melt beams.
I'm a
when
big conspiracy
that
theorist,
bomb
too.
went off in Lebanon and took out... There's the building right beside the bomb that took out... and it was still standing. If a bomb with lithium or whatever couldn't take out that structure, how can jet fuel melt beams? And that's only...
It's almost like...
We can talk about
this should be a fact that 9/11 was an inside
it
job,
almost
you
is.
know?
They went to court for this where we didn't hear it. They actually, I forget what it was called. We're not going to get into all this now, but like they did. The government got like in trouble and sued for this. You didn't hear about this though.
Yeah.
They actually admitted pretty much that like...
Clearly that was a bomb. Like,
Dude, there was no engine found at the Pentagon. There was no... Nothing. There was no black box. There was no... You know what they showed? To hit the Pentagon the way it did, it would have to be elevation parallel with the ground the second hits it, which is like they say the best pilot could barely do that, and that happened. And when you slow down, there's a video that you could find. I'm not gonna find it. They slow it down frame for frame, bro. You see the missile.
Yeah.
You see the missile.
Yeah.
Straight up, you see the missile.
9/11 was definitely an inside job.
Where's
that's
the plane
fact,
parts?
And that's just the way
Where's the
that
plane
is.
parts? There are planes that crash and
Way too
explode,
many things
and the black
going on.
box is meant to survive. So that's
Even
what,
how
that's what I was
both the buildings... We could go on forever.
Yeah,
like,
we can talk about the buildings surrounding.
that's
We can
huge.
talk about who profited from it.
But
We can
like,
talk about
the space thing, I'm sure some scientists could probably prove me wrong, but
you know what they say?
honestly,
Neil deGrasse Tyson makes sense. You know what he says? Just look, you can see it. So if you have a high enough telescope, you can see the moon landing, bro. You can see a flag. You can fit, unless they
I've never
added
seen
that.
I've never seen.
Yeah, because you never had a high-powered
picture of-
telescope. But he's saying hypothetically, if they already have them, but you can still see it. It's there. It's like it's
I've
there
never
for you
even
to see.
seen pictures of that. Can
It's
you
there.
pull up a picture and see? If you,
I'm not gonna look because there probably isn't one. But he makes sense.
yeah, but
of it,
I
like,
even
it's
watched
there.
this interview with Buzz Aldrin,
And he
who
says it
ended
didn't
up-
happen.
He said it doesn't happen.
To a little girl, right?
Yeah, the little girl.
Yeah,
she's
he's
like,
like,
"Well,
and
why
he
haven't we
looks
went back?" And he's like, "Well, we haven't been there."
Oh, he's like, the problem is.
So that's a mic drop.
he's
Like, I don't
the problem
know.
is we never went. But Buzz Aldrin's the same guy who knocked somebody out for asking, "You guys didn't land." And he was like, "Yeah, we did." Buzz Aldrin, the old man, punched this guy, or maybe he just shut him up because like, bro, shut up.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
I don't know. I
agree with you there.
I know. And the thing
funny
is,
thing
it was
we both agree with each other. What do you?
Yeah.
Other people don't believe, and
Yeah.
we both pick something we both believe.
Because honestly, like I said, I'm sure there's some scientists that can fucking prove this, but like this happened in the '60s, people, and in the '60s, with not even the technology
Dude,
we have,
you can't get through that radiation
there was a
and
huge
bring back
race
cameras.
between us and Russia, so that was played a part.
No, the Cold War.
We're talking
you're
about
right.
the corrupt United States who went there.
It was a race. It was a
and
space
just think
race.
of like an asteroid the size of Texas that once breaks through that barrier gets blown to pieces. But we had some, whatever they used to build the rocket, good one, bro.
No. The worst part is we haven't been there since, and they lost the technology. You guys lost.
And then when they ask, why don't we go back? It's like, oh, because we already know there is everything to know
No,
about
do you know what they
it. It's
say?
like,
We don't have the technology. Where is it?
Yeah.
Oh, we lost it. No
Yeah.
joke. That's what they
This
say.
is the '60s again.
They say
The
they lost
60s
the
we made it.
technology.
Yeah,
to
we
go
can't
to
get
the
back
moon.
there.
So you're telling me Elon Musk can't get? What do you mean you lost the technology in the
I
60s?
think you could only
then-
get to the point where like satielites are.
Okay,
so
then
you
how
could,
did they?
you could
then-
get orbit.
Okay, let's say
you could
the
go
U.S.
there.
faked it, and then Russia went out. Then the U.S. would be like, "Yo, you liars! You never went because we never." Then it would be a giant. No, you.
And yeah,
didn't.
yo,
No,
you think
didn't,
that
unless they're in
you
on
think
it.
Russia still would want to do it? Just put their
They
flag
did.
there
No,
too.
or
No,
the
they
state-
didn't.
China did.
No one went. It was only the states.
Recently,
bro.
China just sent a thing
Sent
to orbit
something,
it.
but not people.
Satellite, you said. Yeah, you're
Like
right,
I said,
you're
we
right, you're
could. I believe
right.
that.
The states are the only ones that been.
Yeah, bro. Man, it was only them in that time. You
At
think
that time, though,
it
at
was
the
a
time,
huge race too. It was a
altogether,
race
though,
to get there.
since that
So
time,
you
though.
think the other countries would still
No,
want
but I'm
to
saying
get
since
there?
that, since then,
No,
has there been
no,
any?
the states did it, so we don't care anymore. It's like
Has,
no,
since
get
then,
there.
have there been any?
No, bro.
You know what trips me out? Why are we building shit on their moon bases and stuff? Why are you guys wanting to fly to Mars if you're
I don't even know why we
claiming-
should. Whether trying to get like we have more than enough space on Earth. That's a fucking
yeah,
no.
but
Trust
we're
me,
not-
bro.
yeah,
We
no, I
do.
know. They're
But,
doing it just to see. They're trying to recolonize other stuff. Like it'd be cool for another Earth in our solar system.
It would be sweet, yeah.
that's why they're
definitely.
trying to turn
'Cause you
Mars
have a little
into-
dome and have oxygen in it and
Let's
shit.
nuke Mars.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd
That
be
would
cool. But you know what they want to
definitely
do?
be
Elon Musk wants to nuke Mars just so the polar ice caps melt and start whatever. I'm not getting into this, but it's stupid shit.
We'll go on to the next because it's fucking 3 a.m. and
Yeah, we just keep going.
if you had to be in the middle of a human centipede, who would you have in front and who would you have behind
Oh
you?
my god, you and these questions. 2 celebrities. Human centipede, for those who don't know, is if there's 3
Watch
people.
the movie. Watch the movie.
There's the front is the one that eats it. The middle one, your mouth is sewed to the butthole, and then the guy behind you is their mouth sewed to you. So the first person eats, poops into your mouth, and then you digest it and poop another person behind you's mouth. And this is an actual movie. So he's asking, who would you want to shit in your mouth, or who would you want to shit into? Again, probably 2 hot celebrities.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want some dude that's gonna shit a big nasty like whatever he just ate. Like, you know what I mean? Like girls eat smaller. So you know
Still
what I mean?
shit, bro.
Oh shit!
But at
But
least you're sold to
they're
sometimes.
not as much as I'm shitting. They're not shitting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
In reality, so
Oh, you never know. I don't know. Maybe
So I'd pick
even more. Or
I-
it might be worse.
I'd be like, yo, are you anorexic? Good, you're in front. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And for behind me, be like, yo, 2 girls, 1 cup. You want to be behind?
Yeah.
So it's like I don't feel bad. She likes it.
Yeah, for the front,
about you? What
I
would
would
you do?
for the front. I would like once again. I'd have to go on my IG and see who I want in the front,
Always like
and behind me it would probably be you.
you dick. You thought of that one. Oh my god, I can't drink.
I'm waiting for you to drink that too. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
No,
The funny
same
thing
thing
is,
as you.
the-
I would need to go
my
on my
butthole would
Instagram for
be-
both front and back.
I'd try to poop my shit since it actually comes up poo to like somehow land on you.
Could
or
you actually
something.
spill that all over you?
I spit it back in. Now I can't drink my tea. You ass. That was hilarious. Now I can't drink my
Oh
tea.
fuck. Would you eat a person if you really had to? Like survival,
Yeah,
obviously.
I ain't gonna die.
Yeah,
like
same.
you're gonna get hungry enough. It's gonna kill me eventually, and you
Same.
there's bad side effects. But like,
Whatever.
do I know this person?
I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know
If I didn't know them for sure, if I did,
Yeah.
I would probably be like, "Yo, eat me." I'd sacrifice myself, depending who. But if it's like
Yeah.
my family members,
It's
eat
a
me.
random. It's a random.
I'd eat the hell out of
Yeah.
them, man.
What part? What do you think?
I
You
was just
probably
gonna say,
the leg. I think maybe somewhere.
the butt, because it's the biggest muscle.
Well, like, do you eat the muscle or
Yeah,
is it?
no, you eat the
it's
muscle. It's tender. Like you eat the muscle. So I would eat the chest.
What do we eat on animals? What's that? Isn't that just
like
meat?
Thigh. It's
But that's not muscle. It's all
bro.
muscle,
It's not
yeah.
fat.
No, I know it's not fat, but I
So
just
it's either
thought it was
fat or
like
muscle.
something.
No, man. I peel the fat off. My dad.
Yeah, I
does
know.
it.
I hate fat.
That's all
but I
it
just
is.
thought
It's
maybe
not
it was, like,
flesh. No, it's just muscle.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
What do you think a steak is? What's a steak?
Just muscle.
Yeah, solid,
Yeah.
lean muscle, bro. It's,
Yeah.
yeah. Sometimes it could be too rough, depending on how the cow. That's why they say, if the cow's stressed, they flex before they get killed. So they would rather they kill it in more of a humane way, so it's tender. So they literally kill it so it's not flexing.
Yeah.
They're not being shocked, for example. They do it like a more, not even humane, I guess, is more of a better way, tastier way, you could say.
Yeah.
But it makes sense. So like, yeah. I didn't know you eat muscle. What do you think we eat? What's in between? What else is the option? Muscle, what, eyeballs, brain.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I wasn't really thinking there. Fucking
That's the
shouldn't
point.
have hit that
We're
bong
not
toe.
thinking. Yeah. Yeah. We're not thinking.
If you could live forever, would you?
Ugh. It's a good question. It was asked on the Joe Rogan. No, because eventually, just you or everybody.
Just you.
No, you would see a lot. Everyone around you die over and over. You build
Even
a new life.
even if everyone could live with you, they
No,
say
you
at one
get-
point in time our Earth would become like
You get
the
sick
sun or something happens.
and all of a sudden you're
so
floating around
imagine
in
we
space
just
by
got
yourself.
nothing. We just got nothing.
Eventually, you give up. You can't.
Same with me. I would rather
Look at
die.
every movie
I would
ever.
like.
Deadpool,
I
he's
would
immortal.
rather
He
die.
wanted to die. Wolverine, immortal. It shows him from the beginning. He got sick of life, depressed. Like they
Yeah.
all eventually get depressed because it's
Tommy
like,
always says he would. He would live that
of course,
vampire
someone like
life.
him would. But no, at first people would say yeah, but then there's no.
No,
what's the point of living if you can't
I'm
die?
good. I would like to go. I'm dead. I would
What's
rather.
the point of living unless you want to be a superhero and you're running around doing crazy shit and
Even
not dying?
still,
That's
well,
a
I
different
don't
story.
know.
Because you
Because
get
once
sick of that even.
to say like the sun goes out, or let's just say something happens where this Earth is just complete like desert
No,
or
you're
something
right.
like that.
What if what if an asteroid hits us?
Yeah.
You're gonna be floating around in space.
Yeah, you
for the rest of your life.
For eternity.
That's torture.
That's super torture.
Say there is.
You're just trying to swim and try to find a new planet.
Or more dimensions and shit like that. Like you ain't going there. You're floating around.
Yeah, I would rather.
Yo, but that'd be cool because then like you're in space, you're seeing things no one's seen. Oh, it's a black hole. You swim. You can't swim, but
you can't go tell nobody about it.
No, so what? You just experience it yourself. You know what I mean?
Forever. Well, it's fuck.
There's a lot going on. Okay?
You still would rather die though.
Yeah, 100% I'd rather die.
We're gonna try to speed through these. Not speed through them, but it's getting a little late. But so we'll move on.
Oh, I'm gonna have.
This is a quick one.
Juicy
This is a quick one. The next two should actually be pretty quick. Milk before cereal or cereal before milk? Like how do you?
Yeah, no, it goes cereal and milk.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Same.
I don't get how people do the other. How do you
there's
overflow?
There's people that actually do it. Must be psychotic.
People think we're nuts for doing it our way. But the way my mentality is,
bro, you
can
pour
choose
the
the amount of cereal you put, and then you put the milk. If you overfill it with milk, then you're limited on how much cereal you can put in.
And it's just it's dry still. Yeah. It's not like your first couple bites are just gonna be bone dry.
Let's say you wanted to put more cereal, but you can't because it's overflowing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like. What the hell?
You're a psychopath if you go the other
you're
way.
a psycho.
I don't care what you say.
I don't care.
Cereal goes first, milk after.
Cereal killed.
Here's another one that's kind of like same type thing. How do you hang your toilet paper at home? Over or under, or does it matter?
It doesn't matter. I thought of that before someone said
probably
facing me.
Always over.
Does that face
if I'm at someone's house taking a shit,
is that facing you? Or over?
Over is facing you.
Me. Because under
or it doesn't matter. You just
over,
don't care.
Now that I'm thinking about it, ours are probably over because I prefer over. Under.
No, yours are. Some of yours are under.
Oh, every time.
I'm huge with this.
Every time.
Always needs to be over. Not every time.
Now I'm gonna end up looking.
Your family, you guys don't care. It's random.
If it's me doing it, it's probably subconsciously.
I can't see you.
I probably
putting
do
it over. I think you just put it on.
I do it over because that's what. Yeah.
I always if I'm taking a shit at someone's house and it's not over, I'll actually turn it around just for the time I'm there. You know,
you'll turn it back. You turn it
like, so it's over. It needs to be over.
And then you'll put it back like to how it was originally.
No, I'll help out. You know,
yeah, that you think. And then people like, yo, some mofo changed it to over, and I like it under. What if they're die hard about it? What if you know what I mean? You're
no, it needs to be over.
Like going to someone's house,
even if you actually
rearranging a couch. No, I like it better.
If you Google like the fucking the person who invented the roll of toilet paper, like the
blueprints
blueprints for it. It's over. Over.
We're supposed to poo technically sitting like this. Even like there's a lot of things we don't do that we're supposed to. You know,
I just watched this episode today on South Park where Clyde's mom dies because she falls in the toilet, and then Butters turned out to be right.
That's happened, bro.
He says you're supposed to be facing the other way when you take a shit.
Because
so you have the little table.
The table.
You can fucking you have a little table there. You have a drink there.
Yeah, and he's been right.
The flusher's right there, right in front of you.
You're supposed to be facing, saying the toilet.
Then you don't have to turn around to look at your shit. You kind of just. But
then
you have to take your pants all the way off though. But
true, and you gotta almost spread your legs and sit on it, which could flex your butt.
Have you ever tried just for fun?
No.
Neither have I.
You know what I have tried though, because you're supposed to put, and it feels better naturally. You're supposed to put your knees up. What I'll do is I'll take 2 rolls of toilet paper, I'll put it on the ground in front of me, and I'll use them as stools. No joke.
Yeah.
And then it'll naturally raise my knees.
Why is that? I think
it's digestion. It's when you put your legs up, it just digests it better. And I don't know.
But
it's like squatting.
It's already shitting. You're just shitting at that point. So
yeah, and you know what? It comes out better. I don't want to talk about shitting, but yeah.
We'll move on.
That's a funny one.
What is the closest or more than one time you've ever had come to dying?
I got stabbed.
Yeah.
So that's one. I'm not getting that. That's all. I'll tell you the whole story about that. There's a bunch actually.
Lots.
That's number one though, because I almost did die. Whited out. I'm not gonna tell a story, but I didn't know whiting out was a thing. I didn't see black. Have you ever whited out?
Yeah.
It's messed up. So it's like a movie.
It's pretty much black though, but you're just
I remember white, which is weird. It was like it's almost like a flashbang. I was still unconscious.
Yeah.
But I have a memory of white, which means I was probably still a little bit.
Because I passed out before, and I remember the last thing I was seeing was white. But I just think it's still considered black, even though you see white.
I thought it was dead. I woke up from whiting out or whatever because I was all drunk asking the people in the ambulance like funny questions. They're taking it serious. Like I'm not getting details, but I remember when I woke up, they strapped me to the bed just because I guess I was a drunk idiot, and you just see the lights of the roof, like when they're rolling you to the yard. Movies, and I just see the lights like the movies, and I'm like, whoa. And I even asked them, "Am I gonna die?" Do you know they're not allowed answering you?
Yeah, no.
They told me my friend, I'm like saying name, another friend of mine who got stabbed was another ambulance. They're like, oh yeah, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That's
how about me? They just didn't. We can't. Huh? I'm like, does that
Oh,
mean
they
I'm
won't
gonna,
even just tell you yes. I mean, no, just for
moral support. What if like my mental health? Like, tell me I'm gonna live.
Yeah, at least
Don't be
say
like,
that.
we can't. Bro, I thought I was gonna die, man.
Oh, I thought they could at least lie to you.
No, they're not allowed. They told me that's why. I'm like, so I'm gonna die?
Like, no, we're just not allowed to talk.
Bro,
that still would make it worse.
What if your blood pressure increases and you bleed out more? You know what I mean? What if now I think I'm gonna
that's what I'm
die
saying. Just
and
tell
I'm
the person
pumping
they're
out
gonna
more
live.
blood?
Yeah,
But
you're
I
gonna
had
be
7
fine.
people working on me, but not gonna give me.
I never heard
transfusion.
that. Never heard of that.
I didn't know.
Any other times?
That's why I was confused. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about it though. Answer your turn.
I've been
Car accidents, fucking violent
car
things.
accidents, rolled a car.
Yeah, you
I
have.
got hit by a car when I was riding my bike as a kid, which was bad. My head broke the windshield and I fucking did a flip, landed on my back. But for some reason, I had not a scratch. My bike and the car.
Almost died then.
Well,
you could've,
fucking one little. My head could have went inch to the right. That could have been the big thing. It wasn't my time then. But the car was pretty much almost fucking totaled from me. My bike totaled.
Did the guy get shit?
No, because it was all my fault.
Who cares? He hit you. You're a civilian.
Honestly, funny. It was a girl who just got her G1 too. She was driving I probably traumatized her for life, yo. She was driving with her parents.
Poor girl, oh my god.
I had a rake on my hand. I could cross my handlebars because I was out raking leaves, making some money. Because that's what we used to do, right?
This poor girl. Hit somebody she knows.
Yeah, she didn't know me. No.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, and then the one time.
Oh, she had her G1. You said that's all.
The one time when I was not a little kid actually, probably fucking maybe. But me and Copa, we were riding bikes. Me and Sebastian and fucking. We were going down like one path around Falkers, and it leads you all the way to the bottom of the hill. But this one part, like, it's so narrow, and I was going fast, and it was rocky, so like my handlebars started going like this, and I hit a log, and I did a full front flip off the escarpment.
Ooh,
so like,
how far did you fall? Were you just like
I just remember when
Homer Simpson?
because I did a flip and landed on my back. So what I did was just try to lay as flat and starfish as I could, just so I could slide and not.
So were you
tumble?
Like, was this escarpment like
it was
rock?
It wasn't like
a cliff.
It was rock and dirt and
by the
tree
way,
trunks.
For
And
those who aren't from here, there's an escarpment that we live on. It's
rock,
like a
divides our whole city in half from top to bottom.
It's like literally a mountain. Like you'd be scared. Like,
so it wasn't crazy steep where I'm free falling, but like
it's high.
It's high, and like I said, I just tried to go as flat and starfish just so I could slide. And then eventually I came to a stop, but then I had to go down lower to get my bike, and then I had to carry it back up, which I couldn't because climbing back up was impossible.
You just fell down a mountain.
Yeah, so eventually.
So what'd you do? Did you just go?
I asked Sam to come help me. So I'm like, because I couldn't get up and hold my bike, so we both had to do this.
You took the bike back up the mountain?
Yeah, I had to climb back up the escarpment.
Because that happened to me. I took a bus home from down the mountain. Like I literally went on the bus with a broken bike and like laughed and took a bus from Parkdale to up here.
Yeah,
same thing. But yeah,
there's probably other times too that we probably both can't even think of right now, or don't even want to get into it either.
I could write down, but I'm not. The closest for me is getting stabbed.
I thank God for not letting me. It wasn't our time. Wasn't our time.
There's plenty of them. It wasn't our time. So we're meant to be here talking to you, mofos, right now.
That's it.
We'll have story time one day. We'll have some crazy stories for you guys.
When you there's a couple more on here, but I'm just gonna skip through them because they're stupid. But when you shower, what's the first thing you wash, and what order do you go after that?
Armpits, balls. Honestly, I don't know.
So you start straight with the armpits?
Well, no. I'll rinse my body. I won't do my hair yet. I wash my armpits right away.
First thing.
Armpits or thing right away. Right away. I don't know why. I'm not gonna get into details. Then I'll kind of do my body and then wash my hair because I know my hair, if there's gel, is gonna go onto my body. So then I rinse my body. I do my body 3 times. So I'll do my body. I'll do my hair. I'll do my body again, but then this time there's conditioner in my hair while I'm doing my body. So then I'll end it with the conditioner and then
like what order, literally body part wise when you're scrubbing.
Penis, armpits, and then the rest. Penis, armpits, always go first. Always.
Always, yeah.
That's just how it is. I like do my taint and then show my armpits, the 2 smelliest things that are if they're gonna smell. It's just how I do it, and then I'll continuously wash them as I'm washing the rest. I'll go back to them, just to make sure. Like I just will. If I'm doing like my legs or whatever, I'll just go back to my armpits quickly, like subconsciously. I don't know why. Yeah, it's just what I do. I don't know.
I have a pretty much a specific order here. I'll try to fucking demonstrate.
Oh my god, you gotta demonstrate.
Oh no, I'm going the wrong way. Fuck. Well, it's not. Fuck.
What do you do? Let's see.
I always start with my left arm because I have like I have the loofah.
OCD, your left arm.
Yeah, I do have OCD, bro. I could tell you.
So you probably go from
stupid
left
things.
to right and then down.
No.
And then
So
left ball to right ball.
I start with my left. I go do my left pec, left body, work my way on my abs, my gut, and fucking work up to my chest.
Bro,
back
you're crazy.
To this chest. put the loaf in this hand. Start with this arm, armpits.
I was gonna say you haven't said armpit yet.
And then I'll do my legs, and I pretty much don't really do my feet because I just don't.
Bro, you didn't mention penis once.
When I work my way down.
So you missed that to do legs.
I work my way down, so then I'll do like my ass, penis, fucking, and then I'll go back and do my armpits again. But I always start with my left arm though. That was the question. What do you start with? And it's always my left.
Yeah, okay.
It's my left arm, and then
That's
I work
funny.
my way around.
Mine's.
And
I take away armpits. I
first thing I actually wash is my hair.
Always.
Actually, that's the first thing because I let the shampoo sit there. So I'll put the shampoo in, and then I'll start washing, and then I'll rinse everything off.
Yeah, mine's my penis. I don't know why. It's not like it smells.
First thing,
I
just
always though.
boom.
It's like always. I'll rinse it, then I'll soap it before I even rinse my body, bro. It's just I don't know why. I just want it like be the first thing clean.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because it's always clean. It's gonna be the first thing that's clean.
It's an answer.
Armpits,
it's an answer.
Yeah. There you go. That's all I'm gonna say.
This next one I'm not even gonna answer because I don't really. This is a question just for you.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
No, it's nothing crazy. It's just you're gonna be into this, and I don't really know. Who do you think would win in a fight, Superman or Goku?
Oh my God, this is a whole thing.
Yeah,
I don't really watch. There's math involved in this. How many pounds of pressure they could lift and this and that. Anyway, I'd say Goku.
Goku, I knew you were going to go Goku. You're a big Dragon Ball.
I think Goku always excels. He went from, depends on what stage of Goku. Super Saiyan Goku, 1, Superman will take him out, no problem. Because it's power level. Super Saiyan Blue Goku, God, would destroy him. Even though he doesn't have kryptonite, he would find a way to just demolish him. I don't know how, but he would. He would, because there's levels. He's on God tier at this point. But he's still immortal, so I don't know. Superman can kill him. This guy can fly to Krypton if he wants. So, no, he can. He can Ultra Instinct to Krypton and come back and just. But Goku's stupid. He's not Vegeta.
I honestly I don't even know. Like, would Vegeta have a better chance then, or
but
no?
Vegeta can't. Only in the new ones he can transport. But in the ones that we just like in the new ones like haven't been released yet, Vegeta can't instant transport. So he can't do what Goku can do. So he wouldn't be able to go to. And he always loses. Vegeta. He's always second fiddle. He always loses.
So Goku's
always.
like top
But Goku's stupid. That's the only thing. Goku's like dumb.
You would
like,
still go with Goku
funny
though?
dumb, and I still would, yeah. Because it's I'm a fan, and Goku
Do you
never
need a charger
loses.
or no?
Goku never ever loses. No, I'm good.
You're
Like,
good.
never. He won't allow himself to lose because he'll fight and he'll get stronger every time. That's how Saiyans are. They get stronger every time they fight. So if you fight, he'll get stronger. Every time they heal, they get stronger. Like he'll find Superman's like kryptonite, quote unquote, and then use that against him.
Yeah.
That might be Lois Lane. That might be, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
But again, I don't think Goku's smart enough for that.
We only got a few more left.
Yeah.
What's the most useless talent you have, and can you do it right now?
Is that talent? Cracking my knuckles. And wait. Oh, the neck already cracked a couple seconds ago. I guess it's a talent.
They've probably watched you crack your neck a few times.
Yeah, a few times. I can name. How do I say it? What about you?
It's completely useless. But if I have a full bottle of water,
you can flip it and land it.
Flip it and land it, or not like no. I mean like
I got one.
I could flip it and like catch it so it's facing me, but like I could pick how much times I want to flip it. So if I want to flip it like 4 times, I could flip it, catch it so it's facing me 4 times. I think 5 is I need it full. It needs to be a full bottle of water.
Mine, I changed mine. Mine is my cat-like reflexes because if I was working at Taekwondo, something would fall and I would catch it before even knowing. And people, to this day, I still do it. People are like, yo, even at your shop.
Yeah, I have pretty nice reflexes.
Remember I dropped my phone and I caught it with my feet before even noticing? And like, I don't know how you can test it right now. You can. Chances are I would hit something because it's quick. And it's reflexology. I used to Taekwondo and
I'm just looking
for
something to throw at you.
Well, the individual I'm chilling with right now, this person even said, she's like, yo, you do have fast reflexes because like I block punches. Like it's just how it is. Like
yeah,
you know, just like
yeah,
does not get into it. But even like as a joke, I'll block stuff because I do. That's just instinct. Oh, I'm not talking about instinct. Sorry. I'll instinctively hit you back if you hit me. No, I'll block. Michael Jai White, the black guy from wherever, he accidentally punches people from his instincts because people come up to him and give him someone up to him in a club. He went, bah. Then he's like, oh, and he noticed he just punched the guy and he apologized because he did it and
it's just second nature and something you can't even like. That's
you know what I mean.
You can just poke them and you're gonna be out cold.
Yeah, but that's from Taekwondo. That's one thing I have is reflexes without noticing, and I'm proud of it. It's something cool to have. You know what I mean? Because it slows stuff down. It's like by the time your brain receives the transmission, it's quicker than the other person. So you're seeing like spidey sense, like slow motion. So you can kind of choose because you're thinking a million thoughts a second, and like
Yeah.
I can't really prove it right now, but like I would say if we were ever like punch me, quickly black. Even on camera, I look fast. Anyway,
Whoa,
that's
where'd
me
you go?
showing you.
Didn't even see that.
Yeah, lucky I didn't knock anything.
Yeah, I got some pretty nice reflexes. Even if it's just about like something about to fall off a table, where like some people would be like, oh, and then now you're not gonna catch it.
Bro.
It's almost just staying calm and just kind of you're seeing it happen.
Or if something does fall.
Like,
right, my sister says you react right away.
I'll
Instead
put
of my
hand
sister
lower, so I know where it's gonna fall.
As
As
somebody's processing what's going on, like
common
you said,
sense,
I'm already running and
kind of.
getting a towel, and before it even has time to set, I'm like, "What are you doing, sitting there?" And I'm like reacting to it. I'm already dabbing the ground, or like, but like you said,
still reacting.
People
to
are
what
looking and
happened.
reacting to what happened. You're acting on it.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, you act. Like yesterday, that motherfucker running at me. I ain't gonna just run at me. I'm gonna react and take you out, buddy.
Yeah.
Meth head.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Who was your first celebrity crush, and are you still crushing on him?
Ryan Reynolds, and yes, and
That's jokes.
what about you? You didn't answer.
I think I may have had one before, but this is like the one I could kind of remember. It was probably Christina Aguilera.
Yeah, dirty video. Oh,
Yeah.
mine.
But there had to be one obviously before. I even like I remember I used to watch Pokemon and think like the fucking Nurse Joy was hot and shit like that, you know. So Sailor Moon, you know, there were some hot girls, you know.
Okay, can I say mine?
Go, yeah.
I forgot. I am just redoing it. So the first Britney Spears album came out when I was in grade 5.
I wasn't a huge fan of Britney, but
Neither was I. But when she was straddling that chair, the very first time
I remember that video.
I jerked off. I shot blanks.
And yes, I still do have a crush on Christina Aguilera.
I loved her. I still do. Britney
always.
Spears is a crazy shaved-headed maniac.
Yeah.
So like I can't say I still have a crush on her. But yo, Christina Aguilera is a rocket. I loved her back then. I still do. And Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah.
I had a big crush on her, and she looks the same.
What's your first though? If you remember that, you can remember.
Britney Spears.
Besides Ryan Reynolds.
Britney Spears, because that was my very first tug, and I was grade 5, and I shot blanks.
Yeah.
And I still remember it was to her.
Yeah.
I told my teacher and students that story in class once, and they howled. I told my teacher, like I stood up and told them the whole story, and they laughed. My first jerk off story was Britney Spears. Their first album cover. Story. But then Christina Aguilera was around the same time. I don't know.
Yeah, it was the exact.
I was in grade 5. There was no one my age that had a sex drive like that. Remember, I said I had a man thing.
I said my crush was Christina, and how I'm 3 or 4 years younger than you.
Yeah, but that came out. Dirty came out years later. Britney Spears' first album.
She was already around for a bit.
Yeah, I was probably in grade 8 when that came out, which means I was even more.
You wanna be with me?
That, this is a dirty song. With
we
Method
did this.
Redman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved
just
it.
her look.
I loved it. Yeah.
Go
with the blonde and Jeez. Yeah.
Those elbows.
Last time we did cartoon. So, what TV show would you want to be in? But this time it was not cartoon.
There's so many. Power, if something like that. It's always
Pick
sunny.
one.
It's always sunny in Philadelphia. I don't know.
Oh,
Am I part of the crew?
Yeah.
There's so many.
And
Animal Kingdom.
Now I'm trying to think. Like,
Animal Kingdom.
Now I don't know if this is like
Sopranos. There's so many.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of if like not acting. They say like it's real, like kind of thing. Yeah,
being like life is real, like their life is real.
That life's
bro,
real.
if I'm a part of it though, like you're one of the main people, or you're just if you're part of the main people,
you're
either
part of the
Sopranos
squad,
or Animal Kingdom, bro, because that's
go do some heist and shit. Yeah,
or something stupid like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. You just live life like that. You know what I mean? What about you?
It's gonna sound funny, but I kind of always wanted to be on the Jersey Shore fucking cast. But then, other than that,
reality TV.
I think it's fun.
You can be.
Other than that, it'll probably be that 70s show. I like to go chill with them. If there was some more girls on that show, because I like the squad, but I need some more girls.
There's only 2.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I mean.
I don't
we
think
need
I've
some
seen more than 2.
Yeah.
Oh, Jackie's mom.
Yeah.
Jackie's mom's pretty hot.
Yeah.
But again, that's what 3.
But no, I would have loved to be on
Eric's
Jersey
mom's
Shore.
pretty hot too. Jersey Shore, he says.
What?
That's funny. Actually.
Kitty.
What? Jersey Shore? There's only 3 girls too. You got Snooki.
Well, yeah, we're always hitting up the clubs.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Animal Kingdom is
for sure.
You got money.
Well,
you
bang any one of those girls, but
But Animal Kingdom is no real girls. Yeah, there is. There's a bunch.
Sure there is.
There's a bunch actually. They're all sexy.
All right.
Couple more. And we'll do a different style tomorrow.
3 more.
Do something funny.
The last question we might actually need to have a whole fucking thing about.
It better not end with a half-hour topic. Because then if
No, that's why this last question, we'll save it for another time.
Almost 3 hours, bro. 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Okay.
And this is off the top. If we're talking about... Oh, God.
Yeah, we had no topics. This is little
This is 2.5
Q&As and
hours.
shit.
And I'm leaving the whole thing.
Yeah.
Except the edit part.
Yeah. Okay. When you were a kid, what name did you give your favorite toy or stuffed animal? And same question if you had an imaginary friend.
Apparently I did an imaginary friend, but I don't remember. I don't know. Honestly, because you're asking questions that bring up memory stuff, bro. Like I can't. If I had one to name now, who knows? I don't know. Do you have a memory? Do you know?
Well, my favorite toy, or not my toy, but favorite stuffed animal was Tommy Pickles. I used to have a Tommy Pickles.
Oh, like
Rugrats.
you named him that, or it was Tommy Pickles?
Well, it was Tommy Pickles, so I didn't really have a
so
name.
You didn't name
but I had an imaginary friend. This is gonna be hilarious, and his name was Carrot, and he was literally like a fucking maybe 2 foot tall carrot.
And you seen him?
Well, like I think
imagination?
I like to believe he was there. Yeah.
Yeah, so you had an imaginary friend.
Yeah, and it was
Yeah.
just literally maybe like a carrot that was
That's
like
hilarious.
this big, and just kind of hopped around and shit. And his name was Carrot.
We named Chico our first animal. It was a gerbil. We named him Chico. So I'll say the first. It's like it was a stuffed animal technically, but it wasn't. It was a real animal. We named him Chico. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Chico. Hey, where's Chico?
Yeah.
We're just kids. Like this is grade 3.
There
grade
you
2.
go,
Chico.
Chico.
I don't know. It's a cute name. Hey, where's Chico? Is that racist?
No.
No, because who
Hey,
says
Chico.
Chico's just like I can name my kid Chico.
This is the last
Chica.
question. Last question. What's the weirdest thing you wanted to be when you grew up?
The weirdest?
Yes. Or
Well, I
funniest
know
or funniest or something
I
like
wanted to be a police officer. You could say that's funny now. No, straight up, I want to be a cop. I know there were some weird ones. I didn't even know that aren't jobs. Like I can't think of it now, but I used to want to be.
Yeah.
Okay,
that's
there's
what
one thing I'm
trying
gonna
to
say.
get to,
I asked my mom. I'll never forget this. I asked if there was hockey in Greece. They said no. So I said, okay. I remember saying this. My dad, I'm like, can't I go to Greece and invent hockey? They don't have hockey yet. So I thought maybe the idea wasn't in Greece yet. So I'm like, I'll go to Greece and invent hockey. And that's an idiot thing. I thought I could do that. I thought I could go to Greece and invent a sport that didn't exist there yet.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it's hot. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I
They
can make
probably
hockey.
don't even know about this.
Yeah. I thought they didn't have it. So I'm like, I'll invent hockey.
Just be a
I
genius
still
over
remember
there.
that
Yeah.
though, and I thought that was so smart. I'm like, why isn't anyone doing this? I remember thinking that was a smart thing. I must have been grade 2 because I was in my old house. Grade 2, grade 1 in kindergarten. So that's a pretty decent thought for a child.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah,
like I
that's-
said, I want to be an inventor, right?
Yeah,
So there you
exactly.
go.
I was just gonna say
That's
that.
funny.
You'll go down to my mic. I just want to see it.
Yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, it's popping.
Let me see. Let me make sure you're good. Either way, you're picked up on mine.
This whole thing's almost.
Yep.
Yeah, we good. The whole thing's almost done now. It's a little late for that.
So what's yours?
Oh yeah. Well, it's not the weirdest, but what I wanted to be. Well, I have one weird one, but I wanted to be like.
Say the weird one. I don't care about
No. I know, but like
one.
I'll work my way up to it. I wanted to be a pizza delivery guy, and I wanted to be a garbage man, just so I could ride on the side of a truck.
I was going to say garbage man too. I was
But my weirdest one, when I was a kid, I wanted to be a Jack in the Box. When I grew up, that was my thing. I wanted to be a Jack in the Box because I used to.
What the hell do you want to be? The dude that pops out?
Yeah.
You wanted to just chill in the box?
I don't know. I just wanted to be a Jack in the Box.
It's just
My
funny.
parents said I
Trying
used to
to
go to a family friend's house
What
and they
made
had
you want
one.
to be that?
I don't fucking know. This is why. It's because we used to go to this family friend's house. This Chelsea and
I'm
Jessica's.
gonna make it a reality for you.
And so that's where I first seen one. I was playing with it. I was playing with it the whole time I was there. And then on the way home, I told my parents that I'm like, when I get older, I want to be a Jack in the Box.
Say kids want to say they want to be centipedes and stuff like that. But he wants to be a Jack in the Box.
Yeah,
Your parents thought you were nuts. That's actually funny. A Jack in the Box. There's so many reasons.
that's
I
the
can
weirdest
say that.
thing I wanted to
That's
do.
pretty weird.
That's the last question.
That's pretty
Because
weird. And
then-
you guys answer any of the questions that you see,
Here's another one. Maybe we can do this for our next topic.
or ask
actually.
them. We won't answer it. Ask the people a question. This is for you guys. This is for the fans.
Well, like it's a detailed one. That's why I didn't want to ask it today. We'll wait for next one.
We'll answer next time. Ask them.
I even put in brackets too. Up to you if you want to get into it or save it for another time.
I want them to answer it.
Okay.
Ask the people.
Do you believe in ghosts, aliens, God, heaven, hell, creation? See what I mean? That's
Ask them.
yeah.
So
do you
you
guys
heard
believe
him
in
answer
ghosts?
that. What do you believe in?
Do you believe in ghosts? Do you believe in aliens? Do you believe in God?
Or all of them.
Yeah. Or
And why?
spit it out. or if you want to answer any of the questions that we asked today,
just comment below.
you know, if you wanted to be a Jack in the Box too, let us know.
If you want to go and invent a sport in a country that they don't have, you know, like I could say
that was like 40 questions we asked. Those 40 questions
in 2.5 hours. Wow,
2.5
those were just
hours.
questions. At the beginning, it was kind of story time.
Yeah,
a little midget Tory Lane shooting.
Yeah. You know,
he is a Jack in the Box.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like
pretty
he
much.
gets out of a car, it's like a Jack in the Box. He's just like he's a short little dude in like a Ferrari. It's close to the ground. All of a sudden, like boo, he pops out and starts busting caps on you. Jack in the Box.
And even when I went through some of these questions, I deleted like 2 or 3 because they were just useless.
Yeah,
like the crayon,
or
the crayon one.
Even the
or I guess we could ask that.
Even the useless ones.
Yeah,
No, I've not asked that. It's
okay,
done.
it's stupid.
I wanna
But yeah, yo.
All right, well that was random. It was good. So again, sponsored by Switching Clips, as you can see at the bottom, because this lucky bastard's got the biggest one in here. Screw you, get out of here. No, I'm joking. I'll leave it on.
Yeah,
guys,
and if you guys want us to like, this is just random Q&A, but like next time if you wanted us to like,
tell us what you want.
We have our own topics.
We're open
about
to topics
to
too.
Next time,
like
next time our
us, tell
topic
us
could
what
be
you
like
wanna
the
talk
ghost
about.
alien thing.
If you have your own
or
question,
we're gonna
ask
start
us.
talking some.
We can take their questions as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for
But
sure.
if you want us to have a certain topic, like today we got somebody saying, "Oh, let's talk about
strictly something."
About. Strictly
like we're
this,
probably
strictly
not going
that.
to do this Q&A stuff no more. Now it's just going to be certain
news,
topics,
stories, sex, like, and that's just what the segment's going to be on. Like this is just us.
Yeah,
messing
this
around.
is just having
like
fun,
trying to get your attention.
But after
it
this,
works.
we kind of want to like get into detail about certain things.
Oh, I got a lot of stuff.
Because like right now
this
we've been spitting for 2.5 hours. So like next time when we talk about a topic, it might be like just a half hour.
But we can spread education.
Sure, it can
spread. I'm bringing up Jeffrey
spread.
Epstein. I'm bringing up pedophiles. I'm bringing up conspiracies that are real. I'm bringing up a lot of stuff, and I'm busting out facts too. We should have busted out facts with the moon landing stuff, but we weren't prepared. But we will be prepared next time, and not next time, but eventually.
We had 40 questions to go through too,
we
and
already
it's
had a
fucking
Q&A,
4 in the morning right now. So
4 in the morning.
3:30 actually. I might go stop at McDonald's on the way home.
My mom's up.
No.
Perfect time we ended it. She just flushed the toilet.
Serious?
Yeah,
okay,
that?
Perfect.
All right, everybody. That's our sign to end it because Mama's up. I don't want her walking in here. Actually, I kind of do want her walking in here. You guys are loud. All right, guys. Have a great night, everybody.
Have a good night.